They're alive.
Never mind, you should. I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, they could. You guys are now being able. I don't know why. It says channel of talking.
So,
It's not, but whatever. We're
you
fixed it.
guys are
Alright.
here. You're in front of the temple. There's a cobblestone path leading in one direction. There's jungle around you in others. There's a small little animal graveyard off in the distance. What are you guys doing?
There's a small graveyard in the distance. Excuse me.
I'm not going
I
to
saw
the
the friends.
graveyard.
Yes.
No.
Also, all of you drink. Well, we need drinks. We're not alcoholics, but you know, learning.
Speak
It's
for
not-
yourself.
Sam, it's not really a graveyard. It's more like there's how many? 3 tombstones there?
3?
I think 3 is the right number.
Milo,
Okay,
Binky,
thank you for
and
this.
Zephyr.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Wait.
so it's 3.
What? Excuse me?
All of our animals are dead.
It's been 2,500 years, Sam. What did you think happened to them?
But why did they get buried here, of all places? Does that
Because
mean
here is where they died.
No.
Oh my god, wait.
that means
Milo?
they didn't leave? That means they were here until they died.
Wait,
And somebody
no.
was here long enough to take care of them and bury them here. One of those things happened.
Also
Either
to
that or
clarify,
they just came to
This
bones.
is what Mogev said. Mogev is the one that buried 2/3 of those graves.
Hey, Zephyr isn't here. He was with Nev.
Zephyr is here.
What?
He went
Did
with
Nev?
Nev, but his grave is here.
Oh.
So does that mean that Nev came back?
She did.
Or maybe it's a grave with no body.
No,
never
Mogev
know.
would say Nev did at some point return to the island when she was done with her adventures.
Oh.
Your simp is dead.
Why are you sad? Your sip is dead.
Could have
He
worse
wasn't
simps than
a
Nev.
simp.
Nev
What?
was a simp. The DM on it, Nev was a simp.
Okay, but look, Mooney doesn't see her like that. She was a good
fair,
friend.
fair. That's fair.
A good friend.
She was nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take off towards the cobblestone path.
Yeah, me too. Oh shit.
I'm finding what the fuck is going on.
I'm not
Me
gonna
Guys just gonna
take
follow
up.
the path.
I'll
Yes.
follow them because Savannah is still like, what? Try to still
You-
process too.
You follow the path to a kind of lively village. There are huts and houses about. There's a bigger hall off in the distance. The barn that was here the last time you were here, very clearly not there. It's been replaced with a strange assortment of homes. There is a ship dock with a couple of ships there. And in the center of town is a statue of a familiar half-orc.
A
wait.
statue
It is Mooney that is the statue.
of Mooney?
What?
What did Mooney do though?
What?
Underneath the statue is a plaque that reads, "Welcome to Mooney Village."
Um,
no. Wait,
Mooney's got a village. Mooney's got a
What?
village.
Mooney?
what?
It's just like does
It
it say
is.
like in honor
It is.
of like
By the way, it is a. It doesn't like say necessarily an honor. The plaque itself just says "Welcome to Mooney Village." It is a lived-in village. There are people who are starting to turn and stare in shock at the group
Right.
of 4 unknown people that have just stumbled out of the jungle into their village.
One who looks suspiciously
Feel
like,
like the statue.
The
Mooney?
people here are an odd
Ah.
collection. There are orcs, half-orcs, elves, a few humans, but there is a large scattering of different races here in this village.
Diversity. Finally. I'm
They're
not
living
stuck with
together
these
in peace.
sons of bitches.
The village is divided down the middle. One half is the Warner. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, right, alright then.
no. They're living in peace. Well, at least you think from the one glance
Okay.
over.
Well,
What?
You have a town or a village or whatever.
What?
as you guys are standing here,
Is it a
a
village of
couple of
simps?
what look like guards and a older half orcish gentleman start walking towards you.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello?
Hi.
Who are you for? We typically notice when a ship docks on our island. Where did you all come from?
We came from the temple.
Yes, I'm Devana. Paul Devana.
You
What
see
year
him
is it?
when you say that, Devana, you see like a flash of recognition on his face. He glances around at you guys, stops and stares at Mooney, and says, "Oh my God, you're real."
I mean, yeah.
What? Yes,
You're
what is
real too.
that
Thank you.
mean? So, hello,
Like
Lucky.
come with me, and he just starts walking in the direction of the bigger building you saw earlier.
I guess we don't really have
Okay.
much of a choice but to
Yeah.
trust them, so.
Yeah. Just following this
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
As you start walking with him, you start hearing like this flash of words pour out. It's like, I can't believe you guys exist. I mean, you're in all our record books, and we were always told to watch for you, but you're not supposed to exist. You were like a myth to bring the village. I mean,
Who
you don't
told you
exist.
that we.
Who named this village?
But
Yes.
then
This tacky.
Mike looks over and goes, our founder, Nev did when she settled this island.
Nev?
Nev
Nev?
settled on
She
this
named it
island.
after me?
I'm gonna look over to Mooney. I mean, I can understand why she did. Quite obvious she was into you, but
As he leads you into this room, this is a very kind of obvious guild hall. You see a couple of different smaller groups sitting together, some sailors. You see a table where there's a rather large collection of like 20-something-year-olds, they're male, female, all gathered around and having some discussion where they're all very excited with a
God,
wide
this is
array of
weird.
papers in front of them. And he directs you to an empty table and says, if you will sit down for a moment, I will get you the letters the village founder left for you. And then he takes off up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, So we're inside a place. There's a place for us to sit, right? We're just like.
Yes, he showed you to a table. There is a
Cool,
table
cool.
for you.
Okay. Mooney plops down on the table, just like
Yeah, Devana's
in
gonna.
disbelief right now. Even more. What the hell, man?
Devana's gonna like rest up, like lean up against like the nearest wall, just kind of like looking around at every. Does it look like? I don't know. Is there anything that we
If
wouldn't
you're,
recognize?
I will say,
Like,
nearest wall to where this table is, this is not like a booth table. This is a kind of, this establishment is actively full of people. You've got like a table kind of in the center of the room. So if you're on the wall, you're
Okay.
not with the rest of the party.
okay, then no. I'll stand. I'll just stand near the table then.
Hey, you better stay with us.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
just fucking leaving. Bye, guys. All right. Is there like any new races, I guess, that we don't recognize in this place?
There's
I wanna look
probably
around.
a few races that maybe some of you don't necessarily like you might not have seen before, but there wouldn't be any like, oh, that race looks like it wouldn't have been here before. There's a wide collection. You'd see like, I don't know, Sam, you probably haven't seen a Tabaxi, or you haven't seen a Purebulg, or what are they? The really bi ones. I don't want to talk about.
The really bi ones? Excuse me?
You know which race that is. Tieflings.
Oh,
Oh my
not all
God.
tieflings are bisexuals.
The fact that I
They're
actually
not,
got
but-
it from that description too.
Booty.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they
you
are
have-
often, but like, not. Stop it. Stop it.
I know not everyone, but it's like the common joke about the race. It's like
It is.
the thing that was, but you haven't seen like a lot of those races, but they're present. There may not be like a lot of them, but there's a couple. Like you get the idea that some of these are like sailing groups or adventuring groups that have stopped on this island for a little bit on their journeys. Um, but they're not necessarily new races to the world that you're seeing, but they are races you yourself have maybe only read about or heard about versus actually having seen.
Okay.
But as you're getting around the table, an elven girl comes up to you guys and asks if anybody would like something to drink or eat.
The hardest liquor you have.
Say,
I
I
don't
need
want to
it.
trip
I'm-
anymore. I'm gonna just take water and just like easy foods. It's just the hell is going on here?
Just I need something to.
First, we're
Oh
gonna
my God.
sit down, just slowly trying to take it all in.
And also, she'll ask, do you guys want to pay up front for your food, or would you like it on a tab?
Wait a minute.
This
What's-
sounds strange, but
what's
what
the point of
exactly,
being here?
like, what coin are we using to pay with? Like, is it just gold,
Looks
or is it
Very
gilded?
She looks very confused and goes, "What is gilded? We take gold here."
Is there no more gilded or standard coin?
She looks like she has no idea what you're talking about.
The very fair. How much is it for in gold?
About probably 3 gold for the whole meal, unless any of you are getting anything else fancy. Be about 3 silver for refills on those drinks each time you want another round. But for now, 3 gold. You hit 3 gold. We'll pay for the first round in food.
Wow. I can't tell if that's a lot of money or not.
Me
I have
neither.
no idea either. I mean, we have it, so this is fine.
Maybe we should wait for the old man. to
Tempest
explain.
/ Mooney, you would know this isn't exorbitant. Well, based on your past experience, this isn't exorbitant, but it is a little bit more expensive than you would usually be paying for it. It does kind of fit with your experiences, Mooney, with, off port, like, stops for sailors and stuff. Things are a little bit pricier just because it's harder to get things to
I'm
the
just
location.
gonna hand the 3 golds to them. We need food and stuff.
Yeah, I need alcohol.
We need
You
that.
could put
So
it on a tab
I
if you don't
need
want to pay
alcohol.
up front. But
nope, not paying up front.
okay.
I'll forget.
She takes the 3 gold, heads off, not in the direction you'd assume. She makes a pit stop. You hear hushed and excited tones over in the table of 20-somethings, and then she goes to the bar.
What the
Okay.
fuck is happening?
I don't know.
Does that mean that everyone's dead?
I don't want
Well-
to go there right now. I was just killed by my mom.
Hey, I kill all of you. You're not the only one.
That's different because you see all of us in front of you right now. We're very tangible. I'm going to slap you just to.
Ow.
Regardless.
just Tempest just takes it.
Yeah, I just slap you.
Ow.
See, we're very tangible. We're very alive. I haven't seen my mother in so long.
It's
I'm not
possible we may
going
never
to-
see our families ever.
I'm gonna turn towards Devana. As far as we know, you live forever.
Oh, that. Yes, that's true, but I had friends that I considered family. I guess is more to the point that we're not. No, they were elves too. So yeah, no. So actually, yeah, no, we're fine. Never mind.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Devana would have recognized that, but Sam knows better. But
I have 50 years.
Didn't you have
okay.
an Earth Genasi or something?
No, I didn't. That was Fandler.
Well, Fandler's used to their family dying.
Damn.
Oh, it's a good thing Brooke ain't here.
Oh,
My
yeah, Brooke
mom?
can't fight that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, their son's dead. Their wife's dead.
What are your people's passive?
My passive is
mine's an
something.
11.
Mooney's 14. Sam's is embarrassing.
Oh, where did heck, my
Tempest
my,
is a 15 now.
A 50 or 15?
Yep.
15.
That was bad.
50,
Damn.
50, 50.
Alright, so, Devana, you are blissfully unaware of this, but the rest of your party does notice that the larger group over in the corner is now constantly sneaking glances at your table.
I'm just gonna stare back at them.
They are not glancing at you. As
Are-
I mean,
they're
you guys
glancing
are
at Mooney, aren't they?
me.
as you guys
Is it a table of simps? Is this a Mooney's
as
Town
you
Simps?
guys are
Moody's gonna put her
sitting
head
there,
down.
the older gentleman comes back to the table and he says, I know this is a lot to take in. I will be back, but Nev left these for you. And he just sticks on the table a letter and it says, well, an envelope, and it says, to Mooney's party.
Before
And
you
I'm
go,
dropping that. And he also hands an envelope to Mooney that just says to Mooney.
Oh,
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
And
Thank you
so,
much.
Mooney, you can see the letter you've received, and you can all see the other letter.
okay.
There it should be at the bottom of your little thing on the right.
Yes, there is. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Hello?
Okay, like
Uh,
shrink it to put it down here for chat.
Oh.
So, dearest Mooney and acquaintances, if any
I mean,
of
you can talk to the guy if you wanted to before you read the letters,
that's true. I was just
because
gonna
you
say,
were
yeah,
midpoint there.
before you go, whenever he brought us in here, it's a tavern that he brought us into, right?
It's like a guild. hall.
Kind of a
tavern
combination.
guild hall?
It definitely operates as a tavern, but it's also, you can tell it's got like guild hall elements to it. It's kind of a combination of the two, where it's
Okay.
used by people as a guild hall, and also it's the local tavern and for sailors who have no interest in what's going on with the guild and just want a day off of the city.
Is there places for us to stay? Are we good to stay here? Are we? Just
Uh,
some
Looks
confused,
at you
obviously.
and says, Nev has left a place for you to stay. I will come back and get you when you have had a chance to, or I can lead you there now. Which would you prefer?
I don't think we have any business here, so I mean, we probably actually haven't finished eating, so I guess we have to wait.
Would you have like continued that thought out loud as Devon to trail off into we haven't actually eaten?
Yeah.
He would say, "We can have food brought to you. You will. There are cooks at your new home."
Oh.
Have a home?
Okay. Well, I paid the 3 gold for the ones here. I don't know. I don't really care actually how that goes.
Just like immediately hands you 3 gold.
Oh,
And he goes, "Don't worry, it'll be covered."
thank you.
No,
Okay. Then I guess let's go to the
Yeah.
new place. I think might be best.
And he
Yeah.
will
We
then.
get any food at all.
Probably not. I just put the order in.
My
You didn't get any
alcohol.
food delivered, but you would have gotten your drinks, which you are free to bring with you.
I'm going
Yeah.
to down it
water.
all in one.
Same.
And
I'm
he has
sipping.
taken you to a place he has said is food and alcohol there for you.
Oh, thank
Okay. I'm
So
glad
you
our
haven't
house has been
yet
fully
been fed
stocked
food.
for us when no one knew when we were gonna get back. Okay.
Well, he'll respond to that and say it's not really your house that's been left unattended. It is the village elder's house. It is currently my house, but there is a place within it for you all. So you
Oh.
will be staying in rooms that are usually used as guest rooms, but they will
Oh.
be residence for you while you are here.
Oh.
Less so than a property that has just been kept stocked in the years.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes. Well.
I'm gonna be honest. Until you stepped out of that forest, I'm still trying to like come to terms with it. It's been so long. None of us really assumed you were real.
We are quite honestly unable to believe it ourselves. So
Yeah, we did
it's
not
been maybe
expect the village to be
2
here.
hours for us. So learning that it's been over 2,500 years.
He does not look like he understands what you're talking about, but starts to lead you out of the tavern.
Fair. Just gonna.
As you are leaving, one of the roll me a d10.
Of course.
Okay.
Is this for how many Sims you have in the village that
No.
flock
Oh
to
my
you?
fucking God, that's terrifying. Oh,
Oh.
wait, I
So-
don't know if that's good or bad.
No, you were just choosing like there was a couple of different options, so they were split, and you were just pick. So a young human male comes up to you for a second, and he's holding a piece of paper and quill and goes, "Are you really Mooney? Will you sign this for us?"
Oh my god, it
And,
actually
like,
was
glances
Sims.
back
It
to
is.
a table of about 15, 20-somethings who are all staring anxiously in your direction. A collection of orcs, half-orcs, humans, elves.
Oh.
Tempest is just gonna start cackling.
Oh my God, I'm
You
going to
are-
slap you again.
You are to them a mythological figure that is like the patron of their village.
Devon is going.
Okay.
There will be an amused smile on her face.
I'm going to awkwardly just like write an M and then
And
just draw a little picture of a fish.
no.
He will take it and quite happily run back to the group. And the leader, seeing this, is like, "We should get you going before more of them start coming over here," and ushers you all out of the room.
Devon
Okay,
will
I
say to
wave back to
Mooney
the
that.
little group.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna go back
Bye-bye.
to Mooney and like do like the rough pat on her back. Looks like you're famous now.
I have to
oh
work
no.
on that signature of yours.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But he
Yeah.
leads you to a pretty nice house. This is kind of a familiar looking homestead. It is really not that different than the house Devana grew up in. You guys all visited while in the town of Winnoway. It's very similar
That's
architecture. It's not
weird.
the same house. It hasn't just been copied, but it's like an elven design of that time. And so you guys are here. Food and drinks are provided freely as you guys are placed in a private room, which you are free to read your letters and discuss your next plans.
Alright.
Oh, Ada has been redeemed. well, we are. That's really like. Does it look identical to my house, or is it just?
No, not identical. It's just very
Okay.
similar. Like it's
Just
made
similar, like
in
elven
that
structure.
elven. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that
okay.
elven small city style, but it's not a copy of your house in any way. It's just very
Okay.
similar.
Well, that's better, I suppose. Alright. I'm gonna redeem this Ada and I'll mute myself up for you guys so you don't have to listen to that. You can continue. I'll do this. There we go. Okay. So for stream and for specifically Senri, since you're the one who redeemed it in the middle of this chaos that I'm trying to process. Ada. There you go back. Okay. I mean, I get we're just brought into the house. We'll just.
You're brought into the house. You're served food and drinks. There is a
Cool.
worker, just a butler of some sort, comes in every now and then to ask if you need anything else. He politely knocks each time so you can end your conversation, and he won't listen in. And then he will bring you more drinks if you need it or more refreshments. But you are fed. You have drinks. The room is private, as best you can tell. You can look into that if anybody wants to. But you seem to have been left alone with your letters.
Yes, I'll make a brief look around to make sure it is private and there's
Roll
nothing.
me a perception.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of. But
At disadvantage because you're
yeah, I was gonna
still
say, don't I
exhausted.
still have it, so I forgot about the whole. Yep,
You
we
seem
are
to be alone.
fine. Yeah, yeah. Welcome inside. Thank you for dropping in, and I guess I'll read the letter out loud. I think we're fine. So, dearest Booney and acquaintances, if any of you are reading this letter, the Nambra spoke true. Something I continue to doubt as I leave this letter behind. If you did survive entering that temple and have found this village and this letter, then I am glad, but I wish it was me you had found. I can't disclose as many details as I would like to, simply for fear that it would send others to find and destroy what it is we work so hard to leave for you. Triss, Nambra, Tanzik, and I succeeded where you failed. Wow. Although we were too divided to see it through to the end. Go back to the home you once shared, the home we later claimed, and in place only you have the keys to. You'll find what we have left behind. If this is you, Mooney, I know you can make your way back to the mainland, and for that purpose I have left orders that you should be offered a boat if needed. I do not know how the village will have progressed by the time that you arrive, so I cannot promise there will be a crew available. But the four of you managed it once, I'm sure you can again. I wish that our time together had not been so short, and that I could have shown you my true form that I recovered. But it was not meant to be, it would seem. Nev.
Side note, the names you guys recognize. Tempest, you do recognize the name Tanzik, and Triss, you all recognize as the young elven girl who you left behind.
Yeah,
with her mother
Oh,
watching
but
over your home.
Aw. And Nambra, oh.
How do I? How?
I'm going to just DM you how you recognize Tanzik. Real quick.
Wow.
Well, this is a lot.
Yeah.
To again. Failed where? So does that mean that one of the
The last one.
Okay.
does that mean
Well,
that one
I'll
of the
be
gods
damned.
that we were interacting with, that one of them got the throne?
Does
I
it?
don't fucking know.
I
I'm
mean,
surprised. Can't believe the kid had anything to do with it.
that means they
Yeah.
took some time because the kid was pretty young, right? Like it was a baby elf.
No,
The
you
kid,
don't know.
the
Yeah,
kid
you're-
was like 10.
Yeah. So,
I'm referencing a different kid.
oh well, no, Triss is what I'm. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I was talking about Triss. That I mean, Triss was involved, which does mean that they were like 10, so they had to have still waited quite a few years before they picked up, or I guess the gods chose someone else to try to play their game.
Hmm.
Maybe.
But
But
there's
doesn't necessarily bear well.
Hmm.
I guess we are to sail back to the mainland and back to the Winali village, or at least the mountains within.
Worth
Neat.
noting, because Famler never passed it out, Famler does have 4 keys to a vault that was in the bottom of that house that was supposed to be a key each, but ended up all 4 in Famler's inventory.
Wow. Family
Oh,
hoarding
wow,
it,
of
huh?
course. Old man.
That was not real because that was Brooke found it. Family was the only one downstairs in the basement when they found the keys. They meant to pass it out to you. Session ended before that happened, and I think Brooke just forgot to do it when the next session started.
Yeah, okay.
So
So-
we can ask Brooke when she gets here if she would have passed those keys out to you at some point, and then you would each have one of the keys in your inventory, or if Family would still have them. But at this moment, since I can't ask Brooke and it never happened in active roleplay, Family would have all 4 keys, as I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have no idea about the keys then,
Well,
right
I'm
now,
s-
currently.
But Family would be able to say, because I'm saying when it says the place only you guys have keys to, Family would be able to say, I have keys to a vault that was in that house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's been quite a few years. Let's hope nobody has tried to steal or have heard, I guess at this point, a legend of treasure.
I kind of just want to see what was left behind. The
Same.
Mars.
That's weird to think about.
Weird to think that other people were using our rooms.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
not really. I don't know.
This is sad for Sam to say, but Ivana would think it. I guess if we can't learn anything from the people here, I still always have my family we can go back to and try to learn world events.
Yeah.
What type of kid was he?
I think I said human.
Oh yeah, you did. Damn, he's definitely dead.
Damn.
Well, perhaps we rest for the day and then continue to find, or should we find a boat first? I'm not really sure how to go about this.
I mean, there is the foldable boat that I have, but
I mean,
honestly, maybe it'd be best to just keep it for emergencies.
If that
mean-
boat, if our first boat that we were given gets destroyed, we have an emergency boat.
we
Exactly.
don't have the best track records with boats, so
Yes, I'd rather not lose this one instantly as well.
Oh, for 3.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up. Anyways,
what are you talking to? There's no one there.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I've gone crazy.
Yeah.
After
Already
so
their
many
egos
years
got
and
ahead of
having an
them.
entire village named after me, I've lost it.
Oh, Brooke,
Oh, Fedler, you're
is that
here.
you?
Fedler, your dazed look is finally faded.
And
Brooke,
the
are you
fact
actually?
What happened?
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
hi.
so you guys all got a letter from Nev. You can read it when you hear, but it does mention a
They used our
Uh,
house.
that there's something for you guys in a place only your keys are. I do have to check because you didn't actually ever hand the keys out. Is that something you just forgot to do and you would have done, or you actually just held on to all the vault keys?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi. Yeah, can you not hear me?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, now you're good.
I don't know.
In the first session, you found a set of vault keys, which you picked up and said that you planned to pass them out later.
Oh
But
yeah, I did. I would have.
You never ended up doing that in roleplay. Okay, so you guys
I
all
would've.
have a key and would know about the vault.
Okay, okay.
Also, Mooney has a village. This is literally Mooney Village. Is the place you guys
What?
are currently in. Yeah,
There's a statue of me.
yes.
Mooney already got asked
Kind of a
for
familiar
her autograph.
thing to Famler. And yes, has already been asked for their autograph by what appears to be a club dedicated to them.
I love that.
Yeah.
You of course.
Also, you guys were given the letter from Nev. There was a private letter from Nev to Mooney as well.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I need to read that one too. Let me.
It's just
But they are
let me,
now
let me
discussing
click.
what to do after having read said letters.
Yes. Because we're not sure if we should go secure the boat that was said is there for us, or
What time of day
well,
was
it's
it
been
when we?
2,500 years. Are we sure
It's
it's even still there?
about noon.
I'm pretty sure
Oh.
we're inside of a house right. They've been waiting for us, so
So
Wow.
Brooke, it's an act like there. Mooney Village is just an active village. There was people. They talked to people. They were given these envelopes, the letters from Nev, from someone, and so it says that I've left orders for you to be given a boat rather than just a boat was left on the dock, right? So
Oh,
this, and because of the way the elder has been talking to you guys, like as soon as they saw you, obviously they still respect what instructions Nev left for them behind.
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
I feel
Actually,
like maybe a rest is in order for us, considering it's a lot
yes,
to
you are.
take in.
Yeah. Also, you're still exhausted, family.
great. Great to know.
Yeah. So I suggest resting before we go exploring the village, or at least I will be.
Last time we rested, you know,
We rested.
2,500 years.
We didn't sleep. And you know, at this rate, if it continues to happen, I'm at a loss for words. So
Village name that let me crack open this letter. Hold on. I'm not gonna read it out loud either. So.
oh yeah, I
No.
figured.
No, read it out loud. It's great.
Oh yeah.
I'm proud of
Bet.
this one.
Oh,
Took
you
effort
are
away.
okay. Here, I will read
Rewrote
it
it
out
like
loud.
3 times.
Oh,
I mean, it's
oh.
up to you. You should like read it through once before you decide whether or not you're reading it out loud.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
The love
Uh,
confession.
Oh, but I'm curious.
if you guys do decide to sleep, so you can make your decision, you would have been told, you do all have rooms. You will each have an individual bed if you choose to take it. Nice place to sleep. There are butlers and maids about who will have you get food, water. There is a place to shower and bathe off the blood and grime. Places to store your belongings, etc., etc.
Did we bury my son? Or are we still
No,
carrying
All
around his
right.
body?
I think they left the body behind at the temple.
We would have.
Yeah.
We would have buried the body
We'll,
before
we'll
we left.
Yeah,
I
I would-
imagined.
We'll retroactively say you buried the body besides the graves of the
The
animals.
pets.
Yeah. Oh, we actually found the
Milo.
pet.
Yeah, Mogev has been burying the pets as they died besides the Mogev after Nev left.
Yeah. That was my reaction too. That's just so depressing that they were waiting for us to come back. There's a dog that
Our
is
son.
a weird homeward bound situation of like weird.
That means that Pinky actually waited for you, though.
I
And you
know,
abandoned
which
him
is
again.
why. No, stop!
Yeah, I just want to say I was laughing so hard when you promised to come back because no, you weren't.
No.
You're terrible.
I
Fucking horrible.
During this time that I've been dazed and half paying attention, I would have been asking Mogev to like fill me in mentally on what all happened,
From
other
what
than
Mogev,
just that stuff.
what Mogev would have filled you in on, Mogev has not left this island. So you guys went into the temple, and Nev stayed there and dutifully waited for about 2.5 months before
Oh.
Nev just disappeared one night, along with Zephyr.
Oh,
Mogev then waited with Binky and Milo on this island for the next couple of years, eventually burying Binky and then later Milo. Eventually,
no.
eventually Nev came back to the island, returned with Zephyr, and set up a city in case while telling Mogev that Nambra believes that the party will one day come back. Mogev has since waited has watched Nev die, has buried Zephyr after Zephyr died. The little small community on the island grow in size, and you guys basically become myths to the community. But as Mogev has not left the island, and Nev did not talk much of what she experienced after she was vanished, doesn't exactly know what happened.
Mogev was
Okay.
like an ancient creature at that rate of like the guardian of the temple or some shit at that point. Like,
A little fucking statue of me. This is weird.
Wait,
I
that
mean,
means
there-
that people were interacting with Mogev though while they were cleaning up around the temple, right? Because it's like cleaned up
yeah.
and whatever now, right?
Yeah, Mogev would say that the people of the temple did know and interact with him. That because Nev was there when the first people came and settled this island, Mogev was never in danger from any of them, and so they
Okay.
just kind of regarded Mogev as like Sam was saying, kind of the guardian of the temple, and have respected it. It's part of the reason the temple itself was not touched and no one else entered, is because Mogev has been standing guard and nobody in the town has
Oh,
messed with that.
but also that's so sad that Mogev has been waiting for 2,500 years, burying all of
And thank
Mogev's friends, and like never getting attached to anyone. Was probably
Mogev
very
would also
lonely.
be able to tell you, Fanler, that Mogev has seen elves die of old age.
Oh, so you get to tell
Oh.
me that we die.
Because when Nev came to the island and settled it, it was a multi group of people, and so Mogev has seen proof that elves die of old age.
Because Fanler, you would have been there when
Oh.
I suggested that we go, like, whenever we go back to the island or like go back to the homeland, that we go back and see my mom and dad and stuff
he
and
would
get
have
information.
physically grimaced when you said that, but still remained dazed and not said shit.
Sam knows that's
Sorry.
pointless, but Devana would have. Would have
Yeah.
thought that's a possibility because she thinks that we live forever. So, well,
I'm gonna let you rest before I drop that bomb on you.
yeah, you guys don't even
Well,
know
you
that
might
my
not sleep.
I was already kind of. She probably would have at some point. It's a story to tell around the fire at some point to tell you that I was contacted by that demon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not. It's the mute point now, but
No, it's not.
demon's dead. It's fine.
If there are other. Anywho, sorry, I've been caught up now. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're fine.
No, it's good. It's good. You didn't miss that much.
So, I suggest that we still rest and deal with more things in the morning.
Tired as fuck.
Yeah.
So am I.
I'm exhausted. I don't even know if I could sleep.
I know that I definitely can.
Well, as you guys settle down, it's a good thing you got back in time because Fanler, I'm gonna borrow you.
Oh, great. Bye, guys. Bye,
While
guys.
you're gone, let me read this letter to you.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
No, I want. Okay,
Yeah.
If you're gonna read the letter of the party, I'll let Fanler wait to hear it before they get to the dreams.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this shit. I need to hold on. I need to drink some water. I need to prime myself for this.
Oh, Lord. That's worrying.
Let's see what work of art you've come up with, Stars.
It's not a work of art.
What? But you said you've
I did-
redone
I
it
did
multiple
that.
times.
I did
Yeah.
rewrite like 2 or 3 sentences on it a couple of times.
Okay.
Originally, it was part of the first letter, but then I just changed it into its own letter.
All right. Let's see.
Wonderful.
Mooney, I owe you. Oh, goddammit. I owe a great deal of thanks to you. Thanks I doubt I will ever be able to give, unfortunately. You were the first in my life since I became a guard to show me such unconditional kindness. For that, I have nothing but respect and care for what I remember of you. Though our time was short. I wish I could say that I had some hope or some method with which. Oh fuck! Wait, my fucking.
With
That was
alpha.
Yeah, with which?
Sorry,
Oh,
my
fuck.
phone.
I know you
No,
later.
sorry. My phone was close to my heart. That's like a bad thing. I can't do that.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, don't do that.
I'm sorry. For that, I have nothing but respect and care for what I remember of you, though our time was short. I wish I could say that I had some hope or some method with which to see you one last time. But even Udar has told me you are not somewhere that he can reach for me. God damn it, I need to get new glasses. If you ever tire of the life of an adventurer, this village is left to you. And although I don't know how easy they will accept you depending how long I have been gone, I know you have the strength to lead them. It is my deepest regret that I could never show you my true self, trapped in two bodies that were not my own. But with the help of friends I found searching for you, I have freed myself from this curse. The elven the elven mage who did this to me is dead, and I am once more as I was born to be. And thanks to you, I am proud of who I am, no longer searching for acceptance, but making them accept me. May the wind carry your sails where it needs to go, and may the water before you always be calm. With love, Neff.
Oh, that's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
That's awful. Why did you make it sweet?
Why wouldn't it be sweet?
Because now we feel worse.
You know,
It's
we can
not-
always just find the grave and speak with dead. I don't have that spell, but we could.
I'm folding this letter up and putting it in my shirt. It's being kept close to my heart, literally.
No.
Alright, now I'm still in your family.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that happened real fast.
Wow.
Oh,
What?
that wasn't just like a simp letter either. There was some touchingness to it.
That was a
Exactly.
full
And
heart-
you all just saw her as a simp, but I knew deep down she was not just a simp.
It's
She
more
was
than
also
just a simp.
good. She was more than just a simp.
You know.
Canon, I read it out loud.
Yeah. No, it's not like, oh, you canonically read it out loud for us. Okay.
Yeah, canonically.
Okay. Well, gosh, what what do we do with this information?
I need a drink, man. This is too much for me.
This definitely is a lot. But I mean,
My god. Here you go. Oh, my fucking water bottle.
putting some dice away, physical dice, since we're doing all this.
So how's life?
You know, it's pretty good. I didn't expect this. just this. That's
Yeah.
fucking sure. But lo and behold. No, yeah. So I'm trying to like what happened? I mean, Nambra. I'm curious as to why Nambra was chosen, but now we have to figure out whether or not like is the mission still the same, or they succeeded where we failed? So that has to mean that one of the gods took a throne, right? 'Cause that was the whole thing. But then also
Yeah.
says that we're divided to see. We divided to see it through to the end. We were too divided to see it through to the end. So they partly succeeded.
Mhm.
Find what we have left behind. Before we manage one destroy you all again. So I assume maybe the god hasn't yet? And soon will be, but I still don't understand why we might be worshipped if we're going to be bringing two gods back, or why the gods didn't just choose someone else at that rate. Also, whose fucking temple were we in that the gods couldn't touch us?
Exactly. Who's
Like, who the hell protected us in that temple, or like blocked us in there that long to where no one could reach us? That's kind of terrifying.
Man, I should have prolonged that motherfucker's death. Oh my god, stupid ass demon. Fucking bitch.
You got a touching letter out of it.
Yeah, I got a touching letter, but it's not like I'm ever gonna see her again. Bitch is dead.
Yeah, very dead.
I would rather watch her be alive.
That's very fair.
And even with her alive, I would still be able to get a touching letter. Like the one that, oh my god, I forgot her name. But you know what? The one that you forgot to give to me. You know what I'm
It's
talking
not
about?
that I didn't forget to give it to you. It's just by the time I was going to, the letter was ruined, and so I just never told you about it because.
So
Look,
I would never know.
yeah, exactly. So
never
you
know
don't
what.
have to be upset. Oh, hi. Oh, no, that I didn't give the letter
I am
that I
upset.
ruined. Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you gonna
I
do
am
with that
upset.
information? I ruined the letter. Like,
I'm going to keep being salty. That is what I'm going to do.
cool.
What makes you feel better? They were dead
Well,
by
it's
the
not
time
like
you
you
could
could
have
really
acted on
go.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would still have been nice to not know it would. It would have made things even worse. Never
See?
mind.
Should I
See?
have left
Good
you?
call.
Yeah.
Should I have left you a letter from a different simp as well? Could you have two sappy, sentimental letters
No.
for
To
when you
feel
came
guilty
back?
about. Yeah,
I
to
would.
feel
I
shitty
would rather
about.
watch. Just yeah. No.
I would go back and add that a Phil helped found this town with Nev. It's not that much extra work.
The
No.
two simps got
That would
married.
be even weirder because that would be there were two people in on making Mooney Village.
Two
Yeah,
people.
the two simps got
There
married.
was like
The
40
two
of them that first started the village.
I mean, but you know what I mean. Like the main bitches.
This is a town of Mooney Simps. Come on, like it's.
Oh my god, no.
It is. They already
Yes,
asked
is
for
this
your
what you
autograph.
Yeah, Brooke, if you missed it, 100%. There was just a like club of people who were
Oh,
having they
great.
were having a meeting on discussions about whether or not Mooney was real when Mooney showed up.
Whether or not Mooney. What is this? The fucking council that happens
Chandler
every
would
2
not have
weeks?
noted that. but okay.
I don't know. When am I asked my autograph? What's funny, all they got in return was a weird crooked M and a fish drawing.
You say all they had in return, but that is about to be like
Like a sacred thing, yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a sacred object that is passed around that group. Every
my
table,
God.
it's going to start with like placing that at one of the seats so it can be present for the meetings.
Oh my god, no.
You got a fan
I'm-
club, Mooney.
No.
What? Do we
You
all.
know what? I'm just gonna.
Do we all sleep, by the way? Are we good?
But yeah, so you guys go to sleep for the night. You all have pleasant night sleeps. Family wakes up earlier than you all because they're still doing their elven half-night slumber thing.
Hey, fucking weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But you sleep
Fuck you.
pleasantly. Nothing seems to disturb in your sleep. None of you notice if anybody enters the room while you're unconscious.
Oh my god, no, please.
And-
That's fucking weird, but alright.
A Mooney simp takes a piece
Stop.
of Mooney's hair.
Oh!
make it
Mooney
I
is
just
newly
witnessed
evolved
a chunk
from
of
all
my
the
brain.
individual hair pieces taken through the night.
Oh,
my God.
that is so creepy. Please no.
You guys had pleasant sleep. You wake up. None of you are. Those who were exhausted are no longer exhausted. You've been well rested. You've healed to full. gotten all the effects of a long rest. It is now morning in Mooney Village. What are you all doing?
Oh my god, please let's not call it that
Okay.
anymore.
No,
It's
it's
gonna take
the
literally the
name.
name of the village. I'm not just calling it that. That is the village name.
I know,
It is
but
Mooney
that's-
Village.
I know.
All right, well, I guess let's try to find that ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I doubt it could be that hard.
Hopefully
we'll
not.
see. I'm also
I don't know.
kinda
Soft
curious.
shift doesn't seem like a good idea.
Oh my gosh,
What?
stop it. Stop.
Shut up,
No,
shut up.
don't acknowledge him. You'll do it again. Let's go find
Anyways,
the ship.
I'm also kind of curious to see the village itself, you know?
Well, I imagine we'll see some of that as we start wandering.
Is there somewhere you would like to start looking for this boat?
The dock.
The dock?
The ocean.
Yeah.
Or the village elder who has
Oh.
helped you with everything else and whose house you're staying in? But sure.
Alright.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah,
make
the
your
old...
way
No,
towards the
wait,
docks.
no. Yeah, that's a good point.
Please.
Wait, the wind makes sense for once. Hold on, the wind said something smart. Let's go talk to the man that's been helping us.
Yes.
So, if you talk to the elder and mention requests about a boat, he does nod and say, "We have quite a few ships that are ours that could easily make a trip to the mainland for you. You would easily find one that's crewed and quite happily to serve your party and take you over. We're very experienced with the oceans, and I doubt you'd have that much. Are you sure you want to leave right away? You're free to stay in the village for a few days, look around, talk to people, but I can get the ship crewed, ready to set sail whenever you desire."
Oh,
I look
well,
around.
um,
I'm curious.
we could probably... How long do you think it'll take to get that ready?
For Mooney, a few hours.
What?
Mooney, do you want to just explore the village for a few hours, or do you want to take a day or two to explore here? I think we're good either way. I don't think there's any urgency anymore to what we do, so...
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
to take a day or two. I'm curious. Not because this is a village really named after me, but just because it's been so long. I want to see.
Yeah.
The
That's-
elder will look at you all and say, "I do recommend you take some of my guards with you.
Need bodyguards for
to
Mooney.
Maybe keep some of the onlookers off. There were a couple of attempted break-ins last night.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh.
Excuse? What?
In what room?
Yeah, which
Just
room?
into the manor. Nobody, we believe, recaught all those that attempted to get in before they made it into the manor itself.
Okay.
But I do recommend for your own
Thank you.
safety that you bring a couple of bodyguards with you. You are free to explore the village. You, I believe, should have your own coin. I can't, unfortunately, give you just whatever you want from the village because we still need to keep our own profits.
Is it the same currency?
It's not
He looks
actually.
at you, kind of
It's
confused.
gold. I already tried to
Oh, I have
ask
some
about
gold.
gilded and standard no longer seem to exist, at least not here.
I have some gold.
I do too, so I think we're okay, but is there anything, I guess, worldwide that we should know, a new custom, or it's been some time. Is any recent events that we
Kinda-
could be caught up on? Big
He
ones?
looks at you and goes. Since the time of Nev founding this island, not that much that we know has gone on in the outer world. Before Nev founded the island, she did serve in the God War, and she was one of those on the front lines, which is how they acquired the power that eventually led to this island. But since coming here, Other than the news some sailors drop off about general tidings, there's unfortunately not much I could tell you of world events. I don't know exactly how long you've been gone, just that it
Well, what
was before
exactly
the time then.
is the God War?
God,
Who won?
Yes.
who's involved in general?
Cullen for one, right?
Like looks at you for a
Just making
second
sure.
and then nods. The
that
war was between the powers of Udar, who was thought dead, and Sirik, who acquired power beyond their means. We don't exactly know how, and then battled with each other for the throne upon the gods. In the end, though, it was the more neutral gods who rallied around Kelemvor that managed to win. We do know that Udar is still out there, and he is currently working with the. Gotta double check something. The human kingdom of Rorsch, I believe, is the name. I'm not exactly a history man myself. To reinstate himself and take over this land, but killing him is a little beyond Kelemvar's powers. Sirik himself has been banished back to the Nine Hells and seems more so content with his stay. But the God War was the battle between many of them as they settled something beyond our mortal control or desires.
Turn to Fandler. Isn't that your goddess's wife? Or
Husband.
wife? Husband?
Wife.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's the
yeah,
one that
wife.
gave me power whilst Oif was
Isn't
unable to.
the one who ignored us?
Yeah,
You know, I'm kind of glad that he won instead of either of the other two. I'll be honest, I didn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
like
Hell
either
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, I agree. I guess speaking of that, does like art items that we got from either of those gods still work? I mean, I
They were
assume.
magic items. They were not
Yeah.
items the gods were funneling power into. They were just magical items.
Okay.
They may have been created by those specific gods, but whatever happens to those gods, it's not like the items are drawing power.
okay, good.
They're once they were in your possession, they were just magical items, akin to any magical
Good,
item
good,
you could find.
And one last
Ooh.
question: what is your name? You've been.
Oh,
I don't think
oh,
we've asked
Oh,
that
yeah.
as
right,
you've been
so
helping us.
Sorry.
You have not. My name is Sam. I
Oh,
rolled for it. Don't question it.
Sam?
Yes.
wonderful.
Oh,
Zam,
yeah,
Sam.
Sam.
S-A-M.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Mooney,
No.
just so you know,
Yeah.
my name is Sam. So I don't know if you
Yeah,
put that
I,
together.
I,
So
I
cool.
know. I see it on the.
Damn, Sam, did you really think we couldn't read? What the fuck?
I wasn't sure.
Well, you know, it is a skill only half of the
Wow.
population.
Wow.
I
Wow.
think it's a little under half, actually.
No, it's not under half. Most there's. Look, anyways,
Dude.
and are they human elf?
They're orcish. I have said this. They are
Okay,
half
okay.
orcish.
Half orc. Okay. I just want to make
Damn,
sure.
Let
I
me
had
see.
orc, but I was
Amazing.
like, I thought it was
Let
something
me
else.
shake this man's hand.
He will quite happily shake your hand.
Of course.
Yes.
Forty would exist as well.
He has the look of one of those people who go to bands and then never wash their hands afterwards because the person touched it.
Oh,
Oh,
no, please watch it.
Wonderful.
cool. Great.
Don't do weird things with that hand, please.
Oh,
Oh.
no, please stop. Please.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Down there.
Anywho,
It's okay. He's an older gentleman. Okay, I expect him to have common sense.
Yes.
he is
So,
a gentleman.
I
He
guess
also does have a wife.
let's.
See,
Oh,
there you go.
let's go explore the town, I guess, for a little bit.
Yep.
And we'll come back here.
Yeah, sure.
Get them birds less bounce.
So you guys wander out of this manor you spent the night in. You do see a smallish crowd that has been gathered
Oh dear.
outside of its gates and is eagerly watching as you leave. But you can head down for the manor and into the town. There's a couple of shops. There's a library. There's the docks. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to explore?
I mean,
Is that our options?
I mean, you can
Is there
just
a
generally
library?
there is a library.
There's a library, yeah.
There's some entertainment places, different like couple of restaurants. There's the guild hall slash tavern you were in before. There's an area that looks like it's just kind of the living district, and it's where homes and stuff are. There's an obvious set of what appears to just be an inn or two right on the water, where the sailors who stop by end up staying.
The sailor.
Well, I guess let's.
You
I'm
wanted to
curious
go
about
to
some of the
library, right?
shops, and yeah,
Yeah.
let's stop by the library and just kind of start making rounds. I guess we have a whole
Yeah.
day.
Go. Books. Those are definitely my forte. Reading. Yes. Proficient. In
I just want to see if there's any. I don't know. He kind of updated us on recent events. Like,
But what he knew,
was
not
he-
all
how
of
much
recent
is-
events.
exactly.
how different is the language?
It's not that different. They're still speaking common. There's a couple of slang things that are slightly
Yeah.
different. But the language itself, you could still understand. It'd be kind of like if somebody from like the '60s were to show up today, they would be out of place and noticeably different. But we'd understand them; they'd understand us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's obviously been a longer period of time, but there's not that much change to the language because otherwise you guys would have no chance to.
To understand. Yeah. Well, let's go to the
Alright.
library then.
Yep.
You go in the library or the shops first. Either one's fine. Just...
I think library, since that was Fandler wanted to go there first.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean go there first. I just wanted to go.
Library's fine. We're
Probably
going to the
good.
library.
We're going to the library.
Okay.
So you guys head
Okay.
to the library. A couple of bodyguards and a group of young adults in trail.
I'm gonna ask, what are our bodyguards' names? What are they? How many
Yeah,
of
what
them?
are their names? I'm curious.
Yeah.
You do have two bodyguards. One appears to be an elven male, and his name. Sorry, flipping notes. His name is Vulmar, Gulmar.
Okay.
And then there is a human whose name is Taryn, Tarron.
If there is not one person here named Mooney,
No.
named
okay.
after Mooney, I swear.
No. Okay.
These are...
Let's just look through the books.
All right. Yeah.
So you guys head to the what is it? The Winged Library. Its name is just the Winged Library. And you guys head
20.
inside. And you see it's not a massive library, but there are several rows of books. There is one prominently on display kind of in the center that you can read. The title is The Guardian of the Fallen Temple. And
I would
it's,
like to pick that one up.
Me too.
you can, glancing through it, or when you pick it up, it is obviously about Mogev, but it's kind of a warning and respect thing to tell people not to mess with the lion, and also just general tales about it or ways it's interacted with the town in the past.
Interesting.
But there is a librarian on duty, and you're free to talk to
I would like
people as
to.
well. Or,
I would like to update myself on current events
I would like to
You're
do
that
the
we have not
same.
already been told about.
a history book, then roll me an investigation check to find one, or
I
you
would
can
like-
try to talk to
Let's see.
the librarian to find one and roll it with advantage.
I'll talk to the librarian.
Once Fandler is done with that, I want to see if there's any like updated medical things for just in general.
I want to see if there are any books on ships. That thing.
And also, one second, I'm looking for the books.
Because Famler is currently getting shown around by the librarian, and they are taking a while to find what they are looking for with that 13. Mooney and Devana, you can look for your books with a straight roll because the librarian's attention is currently divided.
Okay.
Hello.
I can't find it right now. But the other books I'm trying to find.
I would like to see if I could find any books on my village's history, if there is any.
Specifically, your village's history?
Yeah.
Your
Or any
Not-
village, like any general history
But-
and see.
you could look with Famler for general history. You would be looking for the same type of books, but there wouldn't be any like specifically on your village that you would be able to find here if they exist. This isn't like a massive library.
But I would also like to look for the books that I was looking at beforehand. In the old library.
What's
I'm gonna
what?
look for. No! In the new library!
So I need rolls. I need investigation from Devana and
Who's that?
Mooney. You can make one roll on investigation if you would like, if you're looking separately, Tempest, or you can rely on the 13 that Fanler rolled and investigate with them for general history books. And you just both grab different books.
I can roll.
Okay.
I am lost.
Moody's gets real. Yeah, Moody gets stopped like along the way by someone.
Also, Fanler, give me a second roll, still at advantage because you still got the librarian for the other stuff. And Sam, give me
Nice.
Damn. Okay.
Sam, give me 2 more to search for the books you're talking.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
So, we're gonna start from the bottom, work our way up. Izzy, you look for a long while. You don't find general history books. You do find a book kind of on the history of this village, and you do find a book on myths of Mooney.
I
would
pick up
see
the
what-
myth. I pick up the myths of Mooney.
You're welcome to go find a table to sit down and start reading it while your friends keep looking for stuff.
Absolutely.
My gosh.
Oh my god, no. This is just gonna be material to make fun of me now, isn't it?
Yes.
God damn it.
Most definitely.
Fuck you.
So on the 13 for general history, that's sorry, Mooney with the 7 is lowest on books. You start looking and you don't really find anything of value. And then you come across a section that is entirely dedicated to Mooney fan fiction, and you stop looking and head to the table where Tempest is reading because you couldn't find what you were looking for.
You
Just
found
not
Mooney
going
fan
to
fiction.
acknowledge the Mooney fan fiction.
You do note, by the way, when you see the Mooney fan fiction, it's not like an official section of the library. You've definitely stumbled into like this is like a side room somewhere. Like there's in the library, there's a couple of side rooms that have books. So you stumbled into what was probably the clubroom of the group you saw before.
Oh,
What the hell?
Wonderful.
cheers. Now I want to go back and read what those little sick
Throw down.
shits were writing about me.
If you want to grab a book or two, you can.
Yes, yeah, I'm 100%.
You'll
Oh.
grab a book
Oh,
or
no.
two
I'm grabbing
and
a
head
book
back
or
to the
two.
table. The 13, the Famler. You on that you do find a book called The General History of is this world Feish or Forth?
What the hell?
What did I name my own freaking places?
Oh, the world name? I have it somewhere.
I
I
think it's
just.
Forthy. It's a general
I think
history
it's
of
French.
Forth. Yeah, I think it's Forth. So general,
Okay.
it's a general history book. You found what you were looking for in that case. For the 21, you unfortunately don't find anything like you're looking for.
Okay. I figured I
It-
wouldn't. But I
you-
would just want to
You're
look.
you're pretty confident it's just not there. Unfortunately.
Okay. But did the librarian recognize the name? Like
They
the
did
author's
not,
name?
No.
Okay.
Devana, with your 19.
Yeah.
What were you investigating first? Sorry.
The 19 was more so in the medical books on any updated procedures and stuff like that, and then the other ones were for the books that I found the message that I sent way beforehand and I
Yes,
resent
yes,
to you.
I saw. I couldn't remember the 19 because I knew that wasn't that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get myself some tacos really quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just reading about
so
Mooney.
on 19, you can find a
Mhm.
couple of medical tomes. They seem to be a little bit more in depth, but honestly, nothing that's really relevant to you. Like there's some that are definitely like more advanced things, procedures, and what they found. But as an adventurer and the type of injuries you've dealt with and interacted with, there's not like a health potion is still a health potion. It does what it
Yeah.
always has done. Your medical kit, you're still going to basically use it the same way. There's a couple of techniques that are like, oh, this is better, and yeah, it
that's
works
what I
a
was
little bit
looking
better,
for. So
but it does the exact same thing, and so you'll learn a little bit, but it's not going to necessarily advance your knowledge or what you can do.
yeah, that's fine. I was just wanting to make sure Nirvana felt like she was so confident in her abilities, and she was curious.
So on the 12s,
Uh-huh.
the first one you find is
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Scared.
Another smut
Please,
book.
please do not give me another smut book. I'm done looking in libraries. If I find another smut book. Oh
Yeah,
no!
because you have all that you need. You'll have two.
Please
It is
find
not a
another
smut
one.
book. It is
God.
actually the book type you were looking for.
Yep.
It just shares a similar name.
Yeah, okay.
As for the other one, you don't find a lot in specific. It doesn't seem to be a thing anyone in this island really cares about. You do find a small section that has to do with magic in general, but it's much more of a like, oh, there's this magic group out here that you can go to learn from, or
Yeah.
like fantasy stories about it. There's not like a lot of local interest in magic in general.
That's fair. Okay.
And this is much more of like a local library you guys can tell as you're going through than it is like a grander or a more purposeful one. A lot of the books have very homemade, shoddy quality that looking at them were submitted by locals who just like, this is what I wrote, and then they get to see it here in the library. That's especially the case for the books you found, Mooney. And it is the case for the book you found, Sam, although it's a little older, so it's definitely been rewritten a couple of times, and you can find a couple different copies of it on the shelves.
Okay.
Family, your book, it looks a little more official. It's less just, it wasn't written, it looks like not from somebody locally. It was probably brought here by a sailor or something. It is a little
Okay.
water damaged, but not to the point where you can't read it.
Oh, I'm gonna sit down and read that, and then my dinner is also ready, so I'm gonna go eat.
Alright, we can take a quick break while everybody's getting food. What you want to call it? Author name or not? Or they can just see it as you see
I'll
it down.
try to hide the author name a little bit.
Roll me sleight of hand.
I don't want to make it too obvious, but
Oh, 21, you're good. Just looks like you're reading normally. You just happen to always kind of have a hand or an
Yeah.
arm, something right over the part where the author's name would be.
okay. Fucking, of course I can roll in okay. I don't want to say anything because I'm terrified. But and then I'm wanting to finally get a poisoner's kit. I'm gonna see if they have one here. don't think I actually got one. I don't have it listed anyway.
Brooke, on a 21, I'm going
Uh.
to say you don't notice that she's trying to hide it. If it was kind of lower or something, I would say then. But so what she's doing is she came back with her book, and she's just I was curious whether or not the rest of the party would see what the book was. And so Sam rolled a 21 sleight of hand on it, so you guys wouldn't notice anything out of the odds because that's a really high roll. So it clears what she would have to do to not only beat your passives but also beat your suspicion.
Brooke trying to be Snoopy over there.
I'm reading a book about myths of Mooney. I don't care.
Yeah, and Mooney's reading about fan
About
fiction of Mooney.
yeah, Mooney is reading about Mooney in different positions. Yeah, we're waiting. Are we waiting? We're waiting on
Technically, all
Mooney.
three of you are reading about Mooney.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, what did I tune into? Don't worry, don't worry about it. We're just reading books. We're being good noodles.
Dicey, because you missed the beginning. After time skipping 2,500 years, they found out that the island they disappeared on, was later settled by a person who simped for Mooney, one of the party members who created Mooney Village, which is the village they are currently in, and has grown a kind of, Mooney's kind of become a very popular mythical folk hero thing for them,
I'm just curious why
Mooney's
Mooney's the folk
there.
hero. We all were involved in that shit.
But see, involved with that, but there was nothing you were involved with. You guys
Exactly.
didn't do anything.
So why is Mooney special?
Because Nev was in love with Mooney.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is. Is this was a village created by Nev in Mooney's honor for the reason Mooney read in her letter.
God.
And because of that, it has just been since then. Like, Nev didn't make the village in a way of like everybody should fall in love with Mooney. But when Mooney is this statue, this important figure in their village, like over 2,500 years, some people start telling stories, and that turns into myths of Mooney, and then they become this Hercules, this King Arthur, this great figure, but it's just so much more because it,
Mooney's real now, and so now they're simping over someone who's real, so...
Yeah, that was, there's all sorts of people.
There's a lot of people that simp over Dracula. If they found out Dracula was real, it would be bad, so...
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is Nev just made this village, and over the years, because it was a village dedicated to a person, that person became this much grander figure. The difference is, usually when that happens, the person's either dead or never existed, and now the person is here.
Yeah, so it makes sense. Oh boy. Would you guys stop rejoining and, leaving? Because it keeps making me reset where I put the thing, damn it.
What? Oh.
What?
Mooney left and then came back, and so that I had to re-put it back. And then Brooke left and then came back, and so that I had to move her back into the corner. Also, Dicey, stop it. Where's the horny bonk for you? You always need it. You're not here, Dicey. We can't put you in horny jail. But you deserve to be there. You can read my chat. You want to know
Brooke,
what they
if you
say.
can hear us, you guys read your books. Anybody else have any questions on what you get out of your book, or are you good to move forward?
Yeah, I want to know what's in the fan fiction. What's this fan fiction?
It's
about?
fan
So-
fiction.
There are. I'll get to that in a moment, Brooke. When you guys are actually leaving the library, I'll get to that. So,
I don't know.
There's quite a few fan fictions in this room. There's maybe 2 shelves worth.
Oh,
Um,
my gosh.
So
oh, scary.
there are a couple of different sections. You don't know exactly what the difference is between these sections, but there is kind of the largest sections like on the top right shelf, and then there's a much smaller one crammed into what's left of that shelf, and then there's 3 sections on the second shelf. Where are you getting your book from?
Mm. I'll get a book from like the larger section and one from the little crammed one. I am
Okay.
curious.
So, your little crammed one is there, you notice, is subtitled Greater Myths of Mooney. And it is just another story of Mooney doing something amazing off in the distance. It's just basically another story glorifying you. And like this specific one is about the time Mooney took on a whole army by herself to save a village.
Mhm.
The one
Oh.
from the much larger section is a self-insert fanfic,
Huh.
which
Oh.
gets very raunchy.
Oh,
It's a
Raunchy
yeah.
how?
It's a it's a proper smutty one.
Raunchy how?
What do you
You
mean,
and
raunchy?
the author are going at it in many different ways.
Ah,
Cool.
oh. I just slammed the book
Yeah.
immediately.
You see a very bright red face in the crowd that has been following you. You seem to have picked their book to read.
Oh.
Ah,
Now you know their
They
fantasy.
do match the description of the person who was getting down and dirty.
Oh.
like you in the story.
Oh.
oh my god.
Goodbye, Dicey. The legendary Dice leaves us. we will
I'm just
see
gonna.
you.
You know the bandana I've been wearing? I've had this blue bandana like forever in my hair. I'm just gonna pull it down onto my face.
Just on your face.
It's
I don't want to
also
see
red because oh my god, with it I just read.
And that was in the large section.
Oh my god.
Who knows what's in the smaller sections?
Well,
picked
the
something
smallest
as
section
smallest
was
section is
just
helpful.
the smallest section was the general just myths of just Mooney doing great things out there. And it was just safe. It's very similar to the myth book that the Tempest is reading.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over it. Did you know that you have fought 4 dragons and held the tail?
Oh,
Shut up. Oh,
oh no.
I'm gonna smack you with the book. I pick up the self-insert book. I'm smack you with this.
I'm gonna pick up the book and open it.
Oh
Oh.
goodness, no.
Start reading it. It's not really well written. There's not a lot of plot. It just kind of gets right into it.
Wow. Wow. This is something.
I like the slow realization, like the slow, like wow, whoa, wow, oh, just like
I pull my
breathe
pen
more
and I just
into it.
snatch the book. I'm snatching the book away.
I can't believe all of this happened because Nev was in love with you. Become some greater deity.
What?
Was it not obvious?
What?
I have never seen someone stare at another person, even in dog form, as much as she did.
Not to mention when anyone showed you a little bit too much affection. Nev got a little bit protective of you.
What? No.
Do you not see the side eye? I didn't know a dog could give you side eyes, but Nev in that form did.
I've been alive for 32 years. I think I know.
What?
Which-
No.
You can keep denying it all you want. It's not gonna get. It's not gonna change any of our minds in it. Yeah, you've been alive for that
Uh,
long, but how much of
54
that?
actually. It has been 2,522 years. 2,500 is just easier to say,
Okay.
but it wasn't exactly 2,500.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you might have been alive for longer, but I matured much quicker.
I mean, so
Also,
do I guess.
these books they're just like we just read them and we're leaving them there, right? We're not just taking them.
So,
No, I'm
as
putting this
as
back where
as
it came
as,
from.
as you guys go to leave, those of you who would like to take books with you can either sign up for a library card, at which point you will have to return the books or face a fee, or you can buy the books by just paying their base price so the library can replace them. They get much more expensive if they are a single copy or if they are a like from the town, like one of them made the book. But for an example, but for your book, Sam, yours
Yeah.
is a more. It's been around a while. It's been produced a couple of times, so it doesn't have like that upcharge. Same with yours,
Yeah.
Brooke. There are a couple of copies of it. It's not even from this town, so it's very easy to just go and buy. And like, this is a very generalized history, and it's just kind of the common book to have. So you still have to pay for your books, but they're not going to be expensive. Whereas the book you have is, if you wanted that, that is one of the ones that would be more expensive. Mooney,
Oh,
yours would
I'm
get,
putting that back.
if for some reason you wanted the fanfics, those are very expensive because you would have to pay to also buy it out from the club, which isn't really part
I
of the
think they would just
library.
give it to
Yeah.
you, honestly, Moody, if you walked up to them and were like,
I
I want your
If
smut.
you were to ask the actual owner of the story, they would happily hand it over to you. But if you're talking to the librarian, they're going to follow
Yeah.
procedure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
It
You
would
good?
be Sam. It would be 2 gold for your book, and it would be a gold for Brooke for yours.
Now, is this book like is there actually like good amounts of information? Like I mean I guess it probably is something.
For
Okay.
you, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay the 2 gold.
I'm just gonna put the book back.
too.
It's Sam. It's not like just a thrown together. It's
It's
actually like
proper.
the author put like their actual experience and what they went through and how they got over their lost love and stuff. And so it is a proper book for that. It's not exactly like well researched into more things or yada yada, but it is proper that.
Marketing like
And
this.
because you hid the title, I mean, because you hid the author, you didn't hide the title. The rest of the group would have seen it is a getting over lost love.
Written by Nev.
You don't know. The author is covered.
I'm not. I don't care about what book you're buying.
But
Anyways,
if you
put
guys
away.
can mark off the gold, then you can wander out of the library with most of the group of people following you still.
Yeah, I will put my
Yeah.
book
I'm gonna
away.
towards the librarian. Have a nice day.
Yeah,
She
I hope that person
be-
doesn't do something weird with the book I touched.
Yeah, they're the one who is gone, and why it is a mostly the same group following you.
Okay.
Librarian waves you all goodbye.
Yeah, bye bye. It's very interesting. Anyways. Where to next? Let's move
Well,
on. Yeah.
up to you guys. There's you can.
I guess the next place we were going to is probably just like a general store, or stopping by all the stores essentially, see what they got.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see what they got.
Damn it, no, it's not what I said. No.
It is close enough.
Oh my gosh.
So, you guys can explore. There are a couple of various stores. Most of them probably aren't going to do you guys any good. Like you can wander through them, but they're like a, you know, food store or a supply store for like specifically their home or something. There's not a magic shop of any kind. This again isn't like a community like this is a very closed community outside of the sailors who come in and then leave. There is a general store that may have some things you need. It is a Nephilim's Emporium because they are a chain store and chain stores will last forever.
Mhm.
But
And
Angel isn't there, is she?
no, because she wasn't even in the other one that you went to. She's only in her main shop and she's dead. Um,
Oh,
Oh.
Angel never dies.
she absolutely died of old age. I mean,
Oh gosh.
or she died in the war, you know. She didn't necessarily die of old
Yeah.
age.
Who's Angel?
She ran the
Wow.
shop. She ran the first Nephilim's Emporium you went to.
Oh.
She is the one that started the chain. It was her chain, but she's dead now.
Oh boy. Oh.
the
Um,
legacy lives on.
Yep.
There
Yep.
is a general blacksmithing shop, but they don't really do much in the way of weapons. But you'll find general stuff around there. Sam, what you're specifically looking for, they do not keep in a closed community where they are a small group of villagers because they would have no reason to poison each other. And buying a poisoner's kit and then using it would very obviously trace back to themselves.
They could just.
So it's not because they care, it's because it's so stressful.
I mean, if
It's
you
too
walk into the
traceable.
general store, buy a poisoner's kit, and then 2 days later somebody gets poisoned, who are they
What
blaming
if you're
for the
what if you're
poison?
just trying to poison animals or something? That sounds awful, but like to catch
That-
them for some
They-
reason. You
They
know?
have stuff
like to
like,
paralyze.
you know, they have a general shop for like home goods where they have stuff to take care of like pests and rats and stuff. They wouldn't need to buy a kit to make general poisons in order to do that.
Yes, that makes sense. it just it's fine. Well, let's go to the. They probably have a magic store at least.
I
Just-
started off this with they don't have a magic store because it's a small community that doesn't go into magic.
Well,
Same as
not
when
a
you
big
were
old
looking for the
magic store, but they don't
thing.
I guess not magic, but they don't even have like potions store.
Like an apothecary?
Yeah.
They have a general store. I said you can look in
Okay.
there. That would probably be where you would be finding potions and general supplies.
Okay.
They
Oh,
do
cool.
have somewhere you would find that, but not like a magical store you would get your potions from.
Okay. It would just be up like
Okay.
Then I guess we'll head there next. So we
You
used a bit
guys-
of our healing
Playground, where I
potions.
spend most of my days.
You guys make your way to Nephilim's Emporium, and you can look inside, and you see various backpacks, some clothes, ball bearings, a couple of statues of Mooney.
I'm gonna buy a
Mooney
statue.
think
of
I fucking. Oh boy.
Being
Alright.
weird about this. Oh my god, you're such
Oh,
a
I was
I-
about to say the same thing. I was about to say it. But
I
you
have
beat me
a-
to it.
I have a statue of Sarnan. Why wouldn't I want one of Mooney?
It
You're
is 5
so
silver.
weird.
It is 5 silver for a statue of Moon.
I
Oh my
or
God.
Is
Damn, now
there-
Devana, you just have to do something absolutely astounding as well. And get
Yeah. Complete Tempest
Tempest
collection.
would
I
not
guess.
be
Brought
out
one of the
all the
wanted posters.
statues.
I don't think Tempest would have gotten a wanted post.
Hey,
Uh,
can I say I would have grabbed one?
Oh my
Just because it's just a stupid thing.
god.
I will say you could have because you were in town while Devana was off, which means the posters were up. Where you spent 3 days just generally wandering around town, and you didn't like get the conversation with Devana. So all you saw were genuine wanted posters of Devana that said "wanted for murder" and what was it? Cult worship, I think, was on that poster.
Yes.
So there's genuine reason you might have grabbed one. So if you want to say you retroactively have a wanted poster for Devana, you can.
What is the figurine made out of?
The Mooney ones are made out of stone. They've been hand carved. I believe the Sarnan one should say, but I think it was metal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
have
think it was.
Sarnan metal figurine, Dwarf Army Leader figurine, Mooney figurine, and Devana Wanted poster.
Ah, you're So
now I just
weird.
need something for myself.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
support in various potions if anybody would like to buy some.
How much are the healing potions and how many do they have?
The healing potions are 50 gold a piece, and they have 10 of them.
I would also like to buy another 50, or like, is it 50 foot of rope or whatever, like the typical thing?
Yeah, it's 50 foot of
is?
hemp and rope.
Yes, I want to buy more of it,
That
just on
is
the
a
off
gold
chance.
coin.
Okay, I will happily chalk that over, just in case. You never know.
You would note, if you would like to before you buy
Tempest
this,
crown.
that Mooney is carrying 100 feet of rope.
Well, now we
They
have
have
200
50
feet.
hemped and 50.
No, that would be 150,
Oh,
not 200.
well,
I know
well,
math
no,
wasn't your strong suit,
no.
Katana, but
No, you just said Mooney has 100 total, and I have 100 total now, because I have one hempen already, so that's 2 now.
Oh, okay.
I was doing my math right. Fuck you
Okay.
both.
Well, you
Assholes.
didn't provide me the information that I needed to say that you were doing it right.
Well, I am. I was.
So really, whose fault is this?
Oh my gosh. Alright, anyways. Potions.
Stop-
How many
stop
are
with your
there?
family
Damn.
fighting.
I
Take
said
this
there was
somewhere
10.
else.
There's
Damn.
10.
There's 10. How many potions are we wanting?
Well, how many potions can you afford at 50 gold apiece?
I can afford 4 if I wanted to.
I could also afford 4.
You guys lot more gold than I thought I did.
You're not gonna give the esteemed Mooney
Yeah, yeah.
The
No,
shop owner
don't-
looks a little older and have probably moved past their fan club days.
Okay, but
Yeah,
everyone
don't-
thinks they've moved past their fan club days until they see their fan club subject.
Yeah, like,
I will say Mooney has yet to buy anything, so you don't know.
Because I'm gonna be real, my mom said she has moved past like 3 different country singer phases multiple times, and every time they're on the TV for MCA or not MCA, whatever their show is, she's right back in that phase.
so, Mooney, you should try to buy one of the health potions.
Yeah,
See if we can get a
I'm
discount.
not-
please.
The store owner, by the way, does also seem a little annoyed at the large group of people just standing in the corner of her store, staring at, Mooney.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, see, so want to get us out like sooner? Like, we'll get out sooner if we get this over. So, cheaper.
that doesn't feel right to me.
Just do it.
This is for our lives, so you can live longer to come back here to continue to make them happy.
And
That's-
fulfill Nev's wishes.
Oh,
I'm gonna hand
now
Mooney
we're
a
emotionally
potion,
manipulated.
turn Mooney around, and point her at the counter.
I don't think
Alright.
Mooney has the gold to pay for this. Do you?
I will put the gold in Mooney's hands.
Oh
As
my
well.
god.
You
Okay,
have
guys were
I
splitting up
guess.
the
50
gold
gold
with
and a
you when you
potion,
first
and they're
arrived.
being pointed at the,
That's like
What?
keep the girl boss.
Alright.
What did you say, Star?
I was gonna say, is you guys, like, when you first started splitting up, because Mooney only has 98 gold on their sheet, so it would be enough for one.
Oh,
Yeah.
You and
okay.
Sam
enough
have like
gold.
200 each.
What?
Alright.
So I don't know if I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Sam has a lot more gold.
I think they spent
Oh,
their gold.
I
didn't
I have a
Yeah.
lot of gold actually.
Yeah.
in mine.
And I
didn't
think
spend much.
yeah, you guys are. You
It
guys
was
are fine.
gilded
I-
and standard that we were spending on things. Not
Do you
gold.
unlock
Anywho.
it now?
I have 69 gilded, cannot earn or spend it. I am good.
They don't know that
Nice,
you can't
actually.
spend it.
It's fine.
It's just not here that you can
I
spend it.
won't.
It's true, it's
I will
true.
spend my standard. I will not spend my gilded.
It'll be worth far more than it used to be.
And I'll give Mooney also another 50 to buy potions.
So
Oh.
you guys are trying to buy 2 health potions for 50 gold apiece from this lady using money?
Yes.
Yes.
She
Well,
will
we
sell
want
you
to see if there's a
potions at
discount.
50 gold apiece.
Damn it.
Okay. So, Mooney, you
As-
have two.
As Sam told you this morning, as much as they would love to show off for
Oh,
you, Mooney,
right.
the village is a small village. They need their profits. When they selling an item like a health potion, which is a high ticket item for a lot of money, they can't exactly afford the costs of saying, "Oh, you're Mooney, let me give you it for free."
Yeah, not free, but like
Exactly.
discount.
They do not
Do we want to
discount
just
potions.
buy them out of health potions? Because we could.
I don't think we could buy them out of health
A-
potions.
Also, a standard health potion isn't that amazing when your warlock
Yeah.
only needs an hour to cast a healing spell twice.
Ooh, don't I have a special thing with healing spells too? Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you are the warlock. I'm a sorcerer.
No, like I think I get a thing from my patron or
It-
casting it.
I think that's what he was saying. Is that you have a
I
healing.
gain temporary hit points for half of what I healed, rounded up, plus con modifier every time I heal someone. Okay. I'll
I
buy
mean,
2
you
health
guys,
potions as well.
yeah, you
Then.
guys can buy health potions, but there's no reason to spend 5,000 gold on health potions here.
I just spent one. I want one more, and then
So,
give it to whoever who
I
does
bought
it.
Sam?
2.
Okay, we both bought 2. Make sure to
Yeah.
add health potions to your sheet.
I bought one.
Yeah.
Bandler bought 2. I have one, and
You
then
bought one.
Tempest, Mooney, do you guys have a health potion?
I used mine, I think.
Okay, then I'll give the extra one to Tempest that I have.
So question, stars. Does
Yes.
putting a potion down someone's throat count as healing someone
No.
from magical means?
No.
Damn it.
I'm pretty sure we had this discussion when you forced the health potion down someone's throat earlier. It does not.
No,
Me?
because I was doing Kellenvor's stuff, so I wasn't getting my healing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
true. That's true. But no. Through magical
Okay.
means you yourself have to cast a spell. If you were to use an item or a potion or a medicine kit, you do not gain the benefits of your ability.
Snap. Okay.
Well. By the way, do our outfits do we look really out of time with our outfits as well?
Probably.
You guys don't look that out of
It's
time.
adventure clothing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you guys look a little out of time. Your stuff is a little older, but most of you are wearing some form of armor, and that goes over your general clothes. And armor is armor. It looks a little maybe outdated. It doesn't look like the stuff you would generally find in the shops, but nobody's looking at your armor and is like, "Oh, that's a strange set of armor." They
Yeah.
look at it and go, "Oh, that's plate armor," or "Oh,
Yeah.
that's leather."
And I
armor."
genuinely think no one is giving a shit about what I'm wearing, considering I am lamp.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fair. I was just
I've been
curious in
giving
case
any
we
shares,
stuck
by
out
the
like a
way.
sore
It's-
thumb of
You
You
guys
always stick out like a sore thumb when I'm with you, okay?
look like
I
an
think we
obvious
all-
adventuring party.
Yeah.
You guys look a little different from your normal adventuring party, but adventuring party is adventuring party to most people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, like,
You
with my
stick
21
more
perceptions,
out-
no weird looks.
You stick more out with the fact you got Mooney here.
Yeah,
You have obvious strange looks because you have been being followed the entire day by a group of people who cannot get their eyes off of Mooney.
yeah. So it's fair. Okay.
So let's bounce. I don't wanna.
Yep.
Please.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go home.
So you guys
However
can,
long that will take.
you guys can head back to the manor. And at this point, it's probably about midday. If you asked, you could probably actually get on the water tonight, or you can get the ship ready and set sail in the morning tomorrow, unless you want to stay in town another day.
How about we dress? I feel like the boats that we're gonna be on is not gonna be the most comfortable of beds, but I don't know. Was this place the most comfortable?
They were comfortable beds. Sam, this
Okay.
bed is very similar to they're good beds. This is the
Yeah.
manor, and this is like a real
I
village.
heard.
So these
Yeah.
beds are just actual beds.
Yeah. So.
They come nothing close to the bed you experienced in Tarir's hideout.
Career's bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Tarir's bed. By
beautiful.
That
comparison, these
mattress
beds.
is long gone.
By
Yeah.
comparison, these
Yeah.
beds aren't
We
so
should have
great.
took with
But
us.
by normal mattress standards, these are good beds.
I'll
Okay.
never forget that bed.
Oh my
No.
gosh. Alright, me
I
and well, no,
don't
Tempest was
know.
there. I don't think Devada ever experienced that bed. No, we did.
You did.
Yeah,
You-
because we
you
all,
did.
yeah, we all
slept
did.
in that
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
I did
That's
not
right.
sleep in the bed. I laid on it once, got up, and then did my trance.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But the
Very
rest
well.
of the party all experienced that bed.
I would be good either way. So,
I say we prepare the ship tonight and then leave in the morning. There's no sense trying to navigate the ocean at night if we don't have to.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
aren't navigating anyway. You are being given a crew.
Well,
Oh,
yes,
Either
but
way,
it's
I would feel
still
bad for them.
someone having to navigate at night.
But
And
so you can go back and let Sam know to prepare the.
that's so weird.
yeah, I know. It's every time it's like, not me, not me. I'm saying in my head.
And he will get the boat prepared so that you guys may set sail in the morning. You guys provide a nice dinner, food, probably a little bit of entertainment if you wish it, and then you can go to bed for the evening. Not Tempest. Family, you wanted to find Devana.
Yes.
You have
Grandfather
separate
has
rooms.
something to say to granddaughter.
You could go find granddaughter right now, where there's nobody but
Yes.
you and granddaughter in a room together.
Yes, I was waiting for. Yes, I'm going to find Donna.
No,
And
this
I'm
is,
gonna
I
knock
don't
on her
want
door.
this talk. She probably in the middle of getting ready, but just, yes, come in.
I will walk in, close the door, with a little bit of a guilty look, and be like, "I have something to tell you."
That seems ominous. I mean, honestly, what more could you tell me that would surprise me?
Are you sitting down?
You can
Asking
see
out
I
of
am.
character.
Oh no, she is not.
You might want to sit down. Uh, he has that look of, I don't understand how to make comfort.
Okay. She'll like slowly like sit down, look at you, very confused and uncertain.
The normally well put together, non fidgety man is fidgeting. Um, so you know how elves were raised with the belief that we were going to live forever because we just never died?
You say raised with the belief, as if you know how long we actually live. Do we not? And what proof do you have?
I mean, hell, I'm out of character. Didn't Oif say something about it as well?
Oif did not say something about it, but it would be in the
Mogev
history
did.
book you have.
Mogev did.
Mogev said
Oh,
something.
someone
it's
told
in the
me.
history book.
Oh.
When we got back, I asked Mogev to run me down on all the stuff that happened that he would have known, or that she would have known. And one of those things was that the elves of the village eventually died of old age.
She looks like she's once again processing. Like after a while of today, she seemed like getting back to her normal self, and now she's processing stuff once again. It's like, okay.
I was gonna try to do this during the library, but then I had to go eat.
Um, for how long do they live? Could my family
Well-
still be alive?
Mogev, you got any reference on that?
Mogev would be able to. It's around 750 years.
I don't think they're still alive.
Well,
Because we've been gone for double that lifetime, at least.
at least, yes.
Triple.
Yeah, I was about to say, I actually believe
Triple.
triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, since
I was
14.
like, that doesn't add up. Hold up. Yeah, we've been gone for like at least triple that lifetime, and your mother was already
Yes,
what, like 204 years? Something like that?
well,
Not 310.
I guess then it really didn't matter what the demon was telling me, considering, it was something I didn't exactly tell you guys in the moment, because I wasn't sure what to believe myself. The demon was trying to persuade me to betray you all in some way, telling me that my father had died. So, I don't know how he did, if he did, But I can hope it was of old age, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay, gee, thanks. Alright, fucking shut up the wind. Get out of here.
Shut up.
This is the wind of doubt in my head. Just
I haven't written how she died. It could have been old age. I'm just messing with you. It's not something I necessarily have exactly planned as how she died.
I guess
He will very awkwardly offer a hug because he doesn't know how to deal with granddaughter emotions.
She definitely looks very like just numb at this point, but she'll give you like a very gentle hug, cold for you because she is still very cold, and then she's gonna say, "How old
sent you
are
something.
you?"
Including the past
Well,
2,500 years?
not including that. I don't think that counts to us. I would assume we still have the normal lifespan of an elf. Then it's still weird to say.
You don't.
Then
Excuse you.
I think I'm about 300 years old.
I don't think Dampiers live the same length of time as the race they infected, do they?
Dampiers, they don't. Dampier doesn't change, actually. I don't think it changes. Age is a good question. Holy shit.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it'd be something that changes.
Legitimately, I'm unsure. I'm gonna check that out, actually.
Yeah, like you wouldn't know, but
DM would know, yeah.
I'm not sure that you live the same age span as an elf because you're not actually an elf.
Yeah, I was
Age
a
is a
drow turned Dampier. Because it's a weird thing of that it replaces things, but I don't know if it replaces everything. It replaces like creature type, speed, and social. I think that's up to DM because I keep a lot of stuff. Like I'll keep my like the skill proficiencies from the race
Well, I
or any
mean,
like.
just looking at the Dampier sheet, I'm sorry, I googled it just real quick.
You're
It doesn't
fine.
say anything about age.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about age, so I think that's DM gets to decide whether or not I have a normal elf or if there's a lifespan for Dampier because there is no age for Dampier. So I don't think it's the normal like immortality for vampires, though. I
Well,
don't
it
know.
could just be like a Huntress from Percy Jackson situation of you don't die of old age, possibly, but you could die in a fight,
Yeah.
mayhaps.
The reasons deeply. Huh. Well, that's something that I didn't think we'd have to put into the brain right at the moment, but
I will get back to you on it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at it more, but I don't know for sure how I'm gonna rule that. But you
Yeah.
guys can keep
So
going.
for now,
Yeah,
well,
so about the age, I don't know. It just kind of like it's a tricky question.
I'm just curious to see how long I guess we both would have to live. I don't know if this curse I have affects that.
I don't know if the thing I went through affects that either. Ooh, that's a good question for Oif.
Well, huh. There's a
I'm gonna
lot.
say you don't age, Devon,
Cool. Not, or I can't die of old
because
age.
the way it's written is boys between living retain their grip on life, yet are endlessly tested by vicious hungers. Ties the undead grant the vampires a taste of vampires' deathless prowess.
Oh yeah. So I can't.
Like, it doesn't specifically say anything about whether that extends to that or not. So I do think it's up to the DM. But I think the way I'm gonna rule it is that you're kind of on age.
All right. Cool. It's good to know. Devana doesn't know, but good for Sam to know. Um, I appreciate you telling me this. So I know what to to expect, I guess, when we get back. But that further leads to questions of if I'm the last, or we're, I guess, the last of the lineage. If I have any siblings, that's weird. Um,
Well, it was.
who would
They
be in
would have had to have
charge?
other children. Yeah.
Possibly. I
You
don't
know,
know.
if the demon was lying to you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, she could have still had a kid if the demon said her dad died.
Yeah.
They said they both died.
I
Oh.
heard dad. I didn't hear both. I heard dad.
No, demon
What?
said both.
Oh, okay. That makes it even worse. Fun. All right. Oh, um. Yeah. She's okay. It's
Oh, that's great.
a lot more to There's already a lot to process here, so.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it, and I guess hopefully whoever runs the village now is doing a good job.
Hopefully, we can always go back and check at some point.
I'm sure we would.
I sure hope so. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
If you
there's
ever
a.
need to talk, I'm here. But I hope you sleep well.
You as well, and yes, I'll keep that in mind. I do need to be better at talking with people on some things. There's a lot that I'm trying to deal with on my own, maybe, and trying to figure out my own emotions before I ask others exactly for help. It'd be awkward coming to somebody and not understanding what I'm really coming to them for.
Well, we are family, so you can always talk to me.
Thank you, family. Or is it weird to call you grandfather? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna
No.
stick with.
Yeah, I would stick to the name, not because it's weird. Because I feel like
Aw.
I'm not old enough to be a grandfather. You know?
Yes. I'll still, I'm not gonna hide that you are my grandfather, but I still feel Fandler just. It's how I first started calling you.
Also, people who don't know the situation might be a little concerned because and they just gesture to the non-male part on their body.
Fair.
They might not understand.
That's fair enough. I'll try
I'm
to
too
refrain.
tired for this conversation.
I think we both are. But I'll come to you whenever I need to. And the same goes for you if you need to talk. I'm not exactly the best with words, but I can try.
I think that runs in the family.
I would say so, actually. I could see that. But
Have a nice night, Devana.
you as well, family.
And I will go say good night to the other two, and I'm going to go to bed.
Nirvana
Both
will
have
wait a little
horrible
bit
nightmares.
and do. Oh,
I'm
great.
just-
Fucking
There's
hell.
like
Thanks.
if there's a chair or something, I'm just conked out in the chair, just
Okay.
like just napping.
They hesitate, and they're like, should I? That was an active choice on his part. I'm not going to touch him.
When Nirvana does it,
And
however,
then ends up.
she's going to say goodnight to everybody else. There's a blanket and stuff, right? So she's gonna throw a blanket over Tempest and leave the room.
Oh.
We lost Nev, but we still have a sympathy.
Shut up!
Yep.
Fucking DM's picking on me.
You're giving the DM ammo.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys sleep through the night. You all do have pleasant dreams. There's no visits from anything of any power.
It's fucking great.
Good night,
Stay
sleep.
awake.
You guys wake up in the morning. You're mostly comfortable. Tempest, there's a slight slight pain in your back that after you start moving for a little while, there's a loud pop, and then you're good to go. But sleeping in the chair wasn't exactly the best position for you.
At least you're not cold.
But guys, eat dinner. Say goodbye to Sam and thank him for his work. He hands a package to Mooney, and then you are all sent off to the boat that you can take to your next journey.
I would like to ask that if I can I just fly with them instead of, because it feels like it's been so long since I've flown.
You can fly
Instead
with
of
them.
walking beside them, I'd
Also,
like to fly with them.
Devana,
Yes.
you have not eaten in 3 days.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Could
Imagine
we have
before
done something
bed,
about
we
that
probably would have
yesterday
tried to
after
hunt.
dinner?
Yes, please. I'm so sorry. I
Just
keep
down a blood
forgetting.
vial after dinner. You're fine.
Yeah, I could
I
do
was gonna say,
that.
it is
Or we
in the
would go
morning. You
hunting.
can down a blood vial, but you are about to be on the ocean again. So you may want to do something about your
We
Yeah.
have
hunger.
I would hunt, but I would request a hunt before we leave, and then keep my
we're
blood
walking
vials.
blood bags. It's fine. We're walking blood bags at this point. It's fine.
You
know what?
can eat easily enough. You can go hunt something.
Okay.
But Devana stops for a hunt, and you guys are placed
I will
upon the
fly
ship.
over just to
Yeah, to
make
watch
sure
and
she's safe.
clean, clean her up afterward.
Thankfully, you get seen by none of the townsfolk.
Good.
Thank
Sure.
God.
Yes.
Have they not had like horror stories of Devana?
No, you're not
Good.
in their stories.
Of
Maybe.
course, good, good.
Yeah.
That's
So you
better,
guys
honestly.
Only baby.
climb into the ship, and you set sail back for the mainland you set off from. Hopefully, on a shorter journey where you don't have to make pit stops in 3 different locations this time.
Hopefully. I
Yeah.
want to ask who the crew are, but 1 second, because I need to help my mom, because our dinner finally got here.
Mooney, by the way, the package you were given is from the fan club
Oh.
and just involves various stories akin to the one you read yesterday, as they now believe you were interested in them.
Oh. Okay. Well, now I just have self-insert smut books of myself.
Wait, are any of the crew fan club members?
What did you say, Brooke?
Are any of the crew fan club members?
Yes.
Oh my god. Now I feel obligated to read them now. I put so much time and effort in it, okay? I can't deny.
You also get asked by many members of the group as you are leaving for your signature.
Okay. You know what? I'll give it to them. You know, I'll just yeah.
Leave behind a very happy fan club.
Oh, that's nice.
Chandler will just give you an amused look.
I'll wave them goodbye. There. How nice. Okay. No, I just have to. I read these books and I hide them away somewhere. Oh god.
How does it feel to have a town of simps who wrote self-insert smut about you?
It's weird. Like it's nice that they have a positive opinion about me, but I'm not sure. If
I asked Sam if I should give you a simp, and she said go for it, and so the fan club was born.
oh
This is
my
Sam's fault.
god.
This is
That
what I
A
said.
simp is different
This-
than many simps.
That's an entire group.
Well, I asked Sam if you should have more simps, and she said yes, you should absolutely have more simps. So this is what I meant when I said I'm sorry, Mooney blame Sam.
Oh my god. And I'm sailing with some of them too, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are. You don't know which of them are or aren't.
Oh my god, you're basically bi.
Oh my god. We're not gonna do this. Oh my god.
Only Mooney knows what I mean.
Oh my god. No.
I was gonna say is Nev reminds me of a different half orc in a different party, except this time it's not the party members that she has to watch out for.
No, it's
You mean Mooney, not Nev?
Yeah, Mooney. Yeah.
Yeah. Dicey, if you came back and are lurking, we're talking about Neri. I missed that campaign. I've already forgotten what happened because I don't think it got recapped because you weren't there and we were supposed to and we never did. Dicey
Yeah.
said they were going to, and then Dicey didn't. I need to tell Sam to update Famler's pronouns to any. I'm just curious. Okay, it's not that great, but it's better than usual. I rolled a random dice.
Oh my god, wait, the fact that Sam gave this to is that they gave it to Sam and then they told this poor man.
Because they probably tried to break in last night again to give it to you
They didn't
themselves.
try to break in, but they told the guards it was for Mooney. Like they wanted to come in and give it to you. The guards said, "We're not letting you in there, but we'll make sure it gets to them." So the guards then took it to Sam, who then had to verify that the contents were not dangerous before he then.
He had to read them.
That
Oh
poor
no!
man. Those
He
poor...
did not read them all, but he did make
Okay.
sure that they was just stories and there was nothing magical or like
Yeah, poor man.
something really weird in there or whatever. That it was just books.
Poor man.
I'm just gonna have smut books of myself in my room now.
It's hilarious. Hey, at
That
least
is-
you weren't getting poked and prodded by a fanatic of plants. You didn't get poked and prodded by your Sims.
Who
Good
was
luck.
being poked and
know
prodded?
how that research went.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh shit.
what?
All right, so you guys are back. Everybody
Yes.
ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys set sail on this fully crewed ship. It is a nice ship. It's not as brand new. It's not quite as nice as Oif's Blessing was. It's a little bit more advanced of a ship, but it's definitely a lot more wear and tear and been used, but it is still a nice condition as you set off.
Are we having
for-
to help them sail?
No, there is a full crew this time. You guys do not need
Great.
to help. There is.
But could we?
Yeah, could we?
No.
Also, is there
Except for
medicine?
Mooney, the rest of you would get in the way.
Yeah.
You guys know enough to do some stuff, but knowing enough and keeping up with a fully crewed vessel is different. Like these guys, they're just a crew. They're not like tossed together that could crew it. These guys are a crew that normally operates together, and so unless you actually have knowledge on how that works and how that dynamic works, what you're used to is running a small, kind of broken down vessel where you have to just do multiple things yourself and you're doing just enough to keep it moving in the generally right direction. This is a very different experience.
Back off my turf. This is my shit, dude. No, not that.
That's fair
Please
enough.
tell me it's named after Mooney as well.
Oh
What
no.
is this
Oh,
ship's
God.
name?
The SS Mooney.
No,
Mooney's
it's
missing.
it's not.
Mooney's Tide?
So unfortunately, it's not Mooney's.
The
It is
legendary of
Yeah.
Mooney.
it is the Surly Pearl.
That's a nice name. I like that.
Surly Pearl.
They named it just for you.
My God. Okay.
And
Well,
how many
Some
crew
of these
members?
crewmates would happily crawl over the side of the ship and repaint a name if you wanted during the voyage.
No.
Speaking of
No.
crewmates, what are the crewmates' names and stuff?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, let's go interact with them.
Yeah.
the captain of the ship is an elven woman whose name is Ain. I'm just going to post these as I read them off.
Yeah.
There is a elven male whose name is Volwyn. There is a half elven female whose name is Tinola. There is a half orc male whose name is Igloo. There is another half orc male whose name is Jinko. Also, some of you may recognize Jinko as the one who was blushing as Mooney read their fanfic the other day.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm
Ayo,
sorry.
you got romantic options.
There is Vola, another half orc female, and then two human males. There is Edmar and there is Pratt.
Pratt. I
Who's
like
that?
Pratt.
Pratt.
I like Pratt. Just because of his name, Pratt.
He is a member of the
Pratt?
fan
What
club
the
if you're interested.
Oh, okay. Never.
Immediate, like, actually, never mind. I don't
You-
like you anymore. Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't
How
give
many
you
of
the
these are
wrong
not in the
idea.
fan club?
What? You
How
don't
many
know?
of these are not in the fan club?
You won't know who, but there are 4 members of the fan club on this ship.
Well, we know two.
We know 2. All right, who are the
Yeah, we got
others?
two. We got half.
It's
of
like
them.
Among Us. We're trying to find who the imposters
Yeah,
are.
who's the imposter? Who's the step here?
Not all fan club members are simps. Some of them haven't been following you around and have respected you.
Yeah, that's good.
Doesn't
I
mean
feel
they're
like
not
Pratt
simps.
would respect me just because I like to say his name.
We know who he is. That means he was following us.
Oh,
No, I didn't. I could tell you if you recognize anything if you want to roll me like a history check. No, your general intelligence
really
check
care.
if you want to remember if any of them were following you. But the
Yes.
only one I called out that you recognized was Jinko, which is the male half orc whose story you read, and you recognize them not as much for the fact they were following you, but because of a description of themselves in the story that both you and Tempest read.
ah. Okay, that's funny.
Pratt
Poor
is
me.
admittedly similar to one of the other stories you have.
Is it? Oh my god, I need to look through my
Oh
books.
boy. So, also, do we have separate rooms this time?
No.
Doubtful.
Oh.
Oh,
You
so who's
all
sharing with who?
so it's like I said, it's not as fancy a ship, it's much more of like a general ship. So you guys don't even have like separate rooms. You have separate beds, but you're kind of in like the crew has like their sleeping quarters, which is just a kind of a room in the bottom of the ship with various hammocks and stuff about, and you guys are sleeping down there as well.
Okay.
Oh, do we have like the bunk bed situation? Who's in the top hammock? Who's in the bottom hammock?
If one of you would like to attempt to seduce the captain does have her own room that you
Oh.
could try to wiggle your way into.
Oh.
But other than that,
Hey!
you will be
No.
sleeping in.
No, shut up.
I got it.
That-
Huh.
I'm not.
You have to
seducing
seduce the
nobody.
captain, but no.
No. Look.
I'm sorry. I was kidding. I was kidding.
Through all my time
Mostly.
working at a ship, I've never needed anything. Never mind. You know what? We're just.
Oh,
Mhm.
you're
You were
a
saying?
woman with needs. I'm
You
sure
were
though,
saying-
Mooney.
I am a woman with needs, but you know what this woman did not need? She did not need to have a captain's bedroom, okay?
Okay.
No, but
Yeah.
You had a captain's
I'm
bedroom
sorry,
for
I'm gonna
like
stop.
a day before your ship got stolen.
And that was
Oh.
something that I did not need, okay? I could survive, okay?
Okay.
You never
Okay.
know.
My time
Maybe
being a
the
regular
captain
crew
has
member.
Tahrir's bed.
Okay,
oh.
look, that would be a different story.
You
I
don't
would
know.
do
You
anything.
have
found
not
the
seen the
limit.
inside of the
found the-
captain's room.
I would do anything to experience a bliss like that again.
Look at the DM's idea. The DM ideas with you saying I'll do anything. They won't. Ew.
I'm gonna put a tracker on that damn bed now because of you.
Anywho.
Anyways, Anyways.
We're gonna find a factory of those like beds or something like that. Like,
So, as you guys set sail,
mm,
um, you guys spend a couple of days on the ocean, and then you
Yeah.
spend a couple of more.
Breeding smart.
Nothing.
Insight
really
on the
of note.
crew. I would like to insight the crew.
Rolling insight.
you know, that's a good point. I would like to join in that because we did have like an awful time.
We had a mutiny last time
Hmm.
Yeah.
about them trying to kill us.
Rolling
If I
insight,
can.
Ivana.
Okay. Ah, yes,
Ooh,
it
so-
happens.
So, Famler, you noticed that the crew is respectful. They're very good at what they're doing. You do see a couple of them occasionally glance at you guys, and some of them kind of. You get a feel that some of them are like, why are we taking these people across the ocean? Devana, you can suss out the remaining fan club members as the captain
Oh.
and also Vola, the other half orc female.
Oh.
You
Give
have-
a chance to get in that bed.
Captain again. Yes.
Okay, go. And then you said Edmar was the other one, or what? Like, is it? So we
Vola.
have Ginkgo.
It's Pratt, Vola, Jinko, and Captain Ayan.
Ginkgo. Okay, yeah, Ginkgo. Okay, cool. All right, I have it written down. This is important information for us. All right, cool.
Yes.
You guys pass. Unless you guys would like to attempt to do anything on the water or interact with the crew in specific ways, you will sail across the ocean and back to a familiar port city. At least, you know, if it is
I
still the
wanna-
same port city.
I don't have a bat
Oh.
to
That you
trade
left from.
anymore.
I wanna watch them like do work on the ship and try and learn.
Tell
Yeah.
me
I'm
you're like
seasick, so I'm not
17th
doing that.
attempt to learn how the ship works.
What am I rolling for this?
I've had you rolling performance, but since you're just watching this time, give me insight check to see if you can learn, like see the.
Oh,
You don't learn a lot. You learn
Can I
a little bit.
Can I learn
All
how
these-
to tie sailor knots?
All these times stacked together, you can have learned how to tie a sailor's knot. But the more times this happens, the more you're starting to really get you're not cut out for the ocean. Also of note, Fanler and Devana, you two, you didn't prepare medicine. You are seasick.
What?
the
Yeah.
entire journey.
Oh.
yeah, we didn't think about that. What are you drinking, by the way, Devana?
Oh. Oh, I assume the blood that I have, right? Or like the vials. I have quite a few.
The vials will last you a total of 5 days. This is a 2-week journey.
Well, we can just refill the blood.
No. The way the vials work is they work as an holdover to get her from 3 days to 5 days. They don't count as feeding, and so at 5 days, she can chug all of her vials and still enter an at-risk state.
Okay.
That means I have to actively feed on somebody in this time.
I'll let you feed on me just 'cause I feel
Oh.
bad. for
No,
you.
doesn't that mean killing them?
Oh
No,
wait.
not necessarily.
No, not
You could
necessarily, but
Also, there are other ways to get food if you were to get
Fish.
lucky fishing, but most likely you would end up having to feed on somebody during this journey. twice.
okay.
Nah.
I'll
Someone
take over
twice.
one time, because family.
Okay. Why
My
do
blood
I?
doesn't
We-
taste good
I will
enough.
let you.
Mm.
I don't want you to
I-
attack
I-
other half orcs or something.
Well, the
okay?
I
pro-
will say, the way
Uh-huh.
this works.
The problem
it's
is if it
actually
tastes
better,
better,
if your
it's
blood doesn't taste good.
yeah. If you taste
because-
better, it's harder for me to resist.
She
Killing you.
loses a little bit of herself when she does this,
Mm.
and so she's going to attempt to drink this blood and then not lose control and not enter kind of a feeding frenzy, which at which point it would kind of be
Which
like.
means-
Well, don't I
you're like-
still smell worse than
You still
Mooney's
have
blood-wise because
elven
of the
though.
nature?
You
Well, yeah.
do. You have elven
You
blood.
and
Yours
Tempest
might be
are-
lower. I'm not confirming that, but Mooney has a much higher DC than the rest of you for
So
whether or not Devana can control herself.
I appreciate it, but I've bitten you I've bitten you twice. I know that it would be harder. I would tell you that I appreciate the offer, but the likelihood that I could stop myself, I don't want to risk killing you. And so I still want somebody in the room if I'm feeding on Chandler at best. Just in case they
Okay.
need to stop me. Or
Okay.
knock me out.
Mhm.
This is gonna go real well. Alright. Who
Mm.
I mean, it probably doesn't give them any sort of fatigue or like they feel shitty afterwards. I assume I am taking
They
a
will
good bit of
feel a
blood
little off. They will get a point of exhaustion.
for that day.
However, because you're on the, I'm going to tell you now, there, nothing is going to happen on this day. So whoever has the point of exhaustion, so it's not really worth like tracking or anything. Just
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's just I know Fandler is also already feeling
In-
seasick, so you just put you in
in
bed for that
in
whole day.
normal sense, you will get a point of exhaustion if this happens.
Okay.
And I'll feed on Fandler once, and then I'll go feed on
Okay.
Tempest to make it even.
So
hopefully
roll
not.
me.
Uh-huh.
You begin to feed on family.
Uh-huh.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to like. Can I like hold my action to see if like she starts?
Taking too much.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
can try to pull her off.
All right. Oh gosh.
Mm.
Yes, is it enough? Or am I being smacked?
I'm looking on the sheet real quick.
I feel like I'm gonna be smacked.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you are.
Always am, baby.
Revenge.
You do save.
Oh jeez. Okay, okay.
However,
Uh-huh. What's the however?
All right.
Am I transferring over something? Am I contagious?
What? Transferring.
Am I turning Fandler by accident? Is that because this is the first time I've properly fed on someone?
the first time you've properly fed on someone who survived.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why I might be.
Everyone else just fucking died.
So Fandler might be getting a vampire
You
disease.
don't notice anything that happens to family except for the exhaustion. I
Oh.
sent you a message, Sam.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And with that,
Oh.
you are fed. A few more days pass. You roll me another Constitution save if you are now feeding on Tempest.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
I would have been holding my grasping wings action for if
I was fine with
Tempest is
Fandler.
knocked. Tempest is knocked unconscious.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
And then you
I'm
can pull Devana away.
I'm pulling Devana off.
Oh
Devana.
Grasping
no.
wings.
Uh-huh.
Make me an attack roll against family.
Oh yeah, because I would be going into it's a bite attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh good. I can't hit, so we're
That
fine.
thankfully doesn't hit, and being in the grasping vines, you are able to eventually come back to yourself. You have fed. That passes the rest
We
of the
would
time.
have been doing this out of the view of the crew.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
we probably would've been-
obviously in a secluded, hidden place. The crew does not know this is happening. You would have had plenty of time.
I have to go use the bathroom real quick.
Oh, good.
I'll be-
I'm
But
curious.
Tempest?
Where would you have bitten me? I'm assuming on the arm or wrist.
Yeah, probably like the arm or wrist.
Tempest, you are unconscious for the next hour or so. When you do wake up, you have 2 points of exhaustion, which you eventually can manage to sleep off before you get back to shore. But
I was feeling
you were
hella
definitely very
guilty.
low on blood.
And she is.
Wow, you really did a number on me,
I'm very sorry. I thought you would be the easiest to resist, so I don't know. I think it's just.
Yeah, so I haven't
think
told
there's
Sam the DCs,
something-
and I still don't want, and I'm still not going to for most of them. I will say for the disliked, which is what Genasi blood is, it's only a 6. However, you
Nat
also
one.
hit that 6 with a nat 1, so you still failed.
Help,
I guess I'm just that irresistible.
I did not just say that. Just for that, I want to smack him. That.
Fandler's not
You-
here to do it for you.
Said that is,
I-
you literally only had to roll a 2 to pass that
Oh my gosh.
check.
Yeah, this checks out. I guess so. We really need to figure out an alternative to doing this, or possibly a cure or something. I don't want to knock people out like that, especially you, and I'm, again, very sorry, and I hope there's no feelings about that, negative ones.
Oh,
Okay.
I have lost much more blood before, probably.
That's
Yeah.
concerning. Well,
You probably lost more blood in the fight against the eels. This one was just the way it happened, kind of drains you.
because it's like, yeah. Having blood drained
Well,
out of you.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Sounds good.
I'm-
Yeah, just
I'm just
knocks
gonna-
out.
Constantly
Uh,
just.
I'm just gonna turn back over and just.
And Ivana will feel very guilty for both Fandler and, like, even though she didn't knock Fandler out, just feeling fatigued. Like, when they're fatigued after she's fed on them, she's going to do everything she can to take care of them, giving them food and stuff, and trying to make sure. I mean, I don't think she knows she's not at risk to kill them now, so she's not afraid to be next to them. But
And as the days pass and both of them heal up, they heal up perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Their wounds closed. They don't seem to have been infected or have,
Any
be
lasting
affected
effects?
in any long-term effects.
okay,
You know from how this happened to you that the time that passes between when you bite Fandler and when you bite Tempest, Fandler
Mm.
would very heavily be showing signs of the fact that they were going to turn into a vampire if that was the case. And that doesn't seem to happen. And same thing with Tempest. You bite Tempest,
No.
time passes. You're obviously not spreading this when you bite people.
I still do, because this is the first time that people have survived from my bite. As long as Fandler lets me, I want to, because I am interested in, like, medical things and stuff. I want to still take note of the effects that it is having on them, so that way I can better understand my condition and what it does whenever I feed on someone, to hopefully better control it. Or better understand what it is. I don't know if I have to roll or just keeping that in mind.
I mean, you just keep it in mind. It's not like
Mhm.
it's that much you're going to get. I mean, they feel very tired, but there's not like. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, you just drain blood out of them. It doesn't really
Yeah.
seem to cause anything more than that.
Okay.
So
Keep that in
they obviously, it's a sizable amount of blood. They obviously are showing like signs of drowsiness and the exhaustion state, which affects how they do things for a day.
Mhm.
For Tempest, it looks like it affects them longer than just a day. But that's
Okay.
because you went more heavily into them and drained more. But
Yeah.
it doesn't. Other than that, there's not really anything of note.
Yeah, and their
Here.
bite mark heals up and everything.
Yeah, it heals up perfectly fine. There's not even like a scar from it or anything. They're fine.
Okay, good. Well, then,
I'm waiting for Brooke to get back to continue.
yeah, because I also would like to have a conversation with Brooke at some point during the trip after.
Part of the reason I'm waiting is what I figured.
Yeah, once I realized, I'm like, huh, this is a. I know something about you now. I don't know if I would. I don't think I would hide it from them. Well, I don't know if anybody would be in. If anyone's in the room with us whenever I talk with Fandler, I wouldn't hide it, but I'm not gonna
Just saying,
purposely
leave it in that
find.
room.
I mean, it's up to you to just find a different room and talk to them, not when there's people in there if you want.
Yeah. None of the crew, but if our venturing party's in the same room, I don't care if they overhear the conversation. Or want to be in the room, because it could be near nighttime or whatever time is optimal when we wouldn't have other members, crew members down there. So I don't know if we have a separate room or if we're just in the actual like crew area with everyone else.
Just in the general crew area. You guys don't
Yeah.
even have your own separate room.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can find like more secluded rooms like the one you were using to do this in, but there's not like a room you guys are sleeping in or anything.
I would probably try to find a bit of a secluded room to not let people know that I am drinking blood.
you guys will be able to find somewhere. Since Mooney wasn't part of this process either time, it'd be very easy for Mooney to just be out generally working on the ship deck, and that would usually keep a lot of the focus of half of the crew up there.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah, Mooney would still know of what was happening. Well, probably
Yeah,
because
Mooney
Mooney is
would know
ready
what
to
it's-
help
well, that's-
fight it too.
Yeah, but that's my point, is that Mooney would know what's happening, but Mooney could literally use that to they're perfectly situated here to be a distraction that would assure that the crew's not downstairs and would walk into this.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. Look, this whole vampire thing's a bit of a problem whenever we're on the seas. I really hope we don't have to keep doing this.
Mhm.
Look, at least you guys know what's happening.
Just always being on the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm
What's wrong with the ocean?
Bodhi,
What?
do you want me to
What?
keep biting people?
I didn't mind
No,
it.
but I mean, it's
Whoa,
not the
whoa.
ocean's fault that you're weird.
Oh, that's what I come back
Kinky.
to. That-
Um,
That's what I come
Oh.
back to. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's my granddaughter. Excuse you.
That's not what I meant.
Now if we all took every single one of us, but you took it.
Hey, yo, that's my granddaughter, dude. What the fuck?
Savannah,
Oh.
Fanler, you guys can find a secluded room to have your conversation.
Out
And
of
then after
any
that,
of you guys, I'm the best candidate for losing blood.
Yeah, it's fair.
Alright.
but
okay.
So, Fan, I wanted to pull you aside to. I mean, it doesn't really give you too much information, but when I was drinking your blood, I can usually have been able to, anyways, tell a difference between the races' bloods. Yours seems to have a mix of Genasi, Elven, and animal, is as much as I could describe it. Most animals taste the same. And so, I mean,
I
I
will
don't.
say the animal part. Animal's the closest you can attest it to, but you also think it's probably more just the naturey grass and the
Okay.
vines and stuff from.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not
So-
like she doesn't
It tastes
taste
like
like
grass.
she's got like the same blood as a lion, but she has that more like naturey, not
Yeah,
humanoid taste.
a
to
beast-like
it.
blood.
Yeah.
So, and maybe that'll
Um,
help you understand a bit more of what
hold on.
happened.
Is what you're DMing me?
It's not.
Okay, that
but
is
you're good, you're good.
okay. And
You can,
yes,
you
it was
can
that.
answer. All right. You can.
Ignore what I'm rolling. This is just a decision thing.
Okay.
I'm
So don't
going
ignore
to.
it.
I'm gonna type some stuff at you, Brooke. It has
Okay.
nothing to do with the conversation you're having with Sam. It's gonna be related to what I sent you. So just talk to Sam and then read the stuff I sent you after.
Okay. Chandler looks honestly surprised. And just that little bit of, oh shit, look.
Are you guys having this conversation in the same area, or are you away?
I mean, I guess I wouldn't hide it, like, if you wanted to, like, come in with us or whatever, because I'm trying to find just away from the crew, basically.
Depending on what time this is, I'm probably, if I'm still tired
Like,
as
do
fuck,
you go?
It was probably before you got fed
Yeah,
from.
so this, I
Yeah.
assume, are you like talking to Famler right after this happens, or are you finding them like a day or so later? Because
a
it's
day or so
there's,
later,
the
like, after they're
four-
feeling better.
So this is like 3 or 4 days before you're even bit tempest.
But
It's
even
just
if you're
another
still,
general
yeah.
crew.
I probably would follow you guys just because I can't do anything on deck.
It's
Yeah.
fair.
I'm
So you'll be in
distracting the
here
crew, I guess.
when I
Jeez.
have the conversation. I mean, Mooney, again, if you see us all walking into a room together, you can join us. Like, we're
Do
just.
you want me to help with the ship, Mooney?
No, you're horrible at it. You can.
Damn,
Well,
What? I'm
So-
being realistic.
you
I'm
are.
bad with the ship.
honestly-
Mooney's bad at, keeping
Nope.
their- genocides around.
What?
Anywho,
Yeah. Logan, can you fucking lay down, dog? What are you doing? Digging to China? It's your bed. Stop it. Anyways.
Really? It tastes like genasi. I mean, I guess the animal
Hey.
thing I understand.
Genasi? What kind of genasi? Just
What
genasi.
kind of genasi?
I don't think I'm able to tell the difference. I haven't really had. You've fed.
Tried my blood before.
I guess,
Tried
but
all of
I've
our
not
bloods before.
fed on another type of genasi, so I've only had air genasi blood.
That's fair.
So I wouldn't be able to tell if there is a difference. I imagine there might be. But, I mean, I guess DM did the genasi that I taste, was it
Genasi's Genasi.
Cool.
There's
Cool.
probably slight differences, but unless you've had a lot more,
Well,
It's
I've had
just
air
the
genasi, so
Genasi.
could I've had Tempest's blood before. Does it taste similar to Tempest's blood, or does it taste different?
it tastes like it's a Genasi.
Cool.
It tastes like it's made you're not like a connoisseur of Genasi blood. Yes, there is slight differences in the blood, but at this point, it's like the first time somebody places 7 wines in front of you and say they're all a different type of red wine. To you, they all taste like red wine.
Yeah.
And
So-
it's the same case here. Genasi is Genasi at this point. If you were to
Yeah.
drink a lot more of it from different races, eventually you could learn to distinguish it. But at this point, you got no clue.
Yeah. So I would basically reiterate that I'm not sure. But maybe this could
Just still
lighten
that.
up.
Oh shit! What?
Is there something that reveals to you that we should know?
No, I mean I knew the nature part, but I didn't think I would taste like genasi.
I certainly didn't either. You're a Variel elf, so it's
Oh, and
true.
also plant.
Well,
Huh?
yeah.
You know, I will keep this noted for later.
Okay. Is that genuine? Like, can I do an insight on Fandler? Like, is that just?
You can, and then Chandler would roll privately to DM either deception or persuasion if they are telling you something other than the truth. And if they're just straight up telling you the truth, they don't have to roll anything. And then you would see against that. And then if Fandler won the exchange, they just tell you, I seem to be, whatever it is they were seeming to be. And if they lost, they would then explain to you why it feels off.
Yeah.
So you've rolled, Fandler, go.
Trying to see if there's something more to that, or if you're just
Seems
genuinely
like
surprised.
honest, shock truth.
Okay. More then. Well, I'll let you know if I do figure out which type of genasi, I guess. I just don't think I would be feeding on very many different ones enough. And, again, still unsure about this curse, disease, whatever it
Right.
is. If I want to keep it,
Right.
exactly. Seems more of a hindrance at times.
At times, I'm sure, but is that all you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yeah. I just noticed something, and I mean, it was peculiar, so I thought maybe it would give you more insight, because you aren't even sure what exactly you are, correct? Or why your wings are made of earth.
Well, I assume it's because of what I want. I mean, partially, but also like I'm an elf part plant.
Yes. I guess that's yeah.
Like, I don't understand why I ended up like this, but I understand it's some magic god shit.
Yeah. That's only the gods, I imagine, have that kind of power. Either that or some pretty powerful wizards of some sort or magic users. I guess that is something that I'd want to bring up to everyone at some point. And at some point, I would tell you, Mooney, this too. Of if you find any information on sorcerers that were born cold, and if I could find out any more information on why I am, I guess, a sorcerer. I know that my dad was a wizard, but my mom wasn't really anything special, and it just is. I'm curious if there's a reason that I was given magic. I didn't have to learn it.
Okay, girls, I guess.
What'd you say, Fandler?
You say?
Oh, I said your mother was very special, but okay, go off, I guess.
Well, like,
Yeah.
she wasn't. I don't think she was like a wizard or a like not magical, anyways. As far as I
She
knew,
was a
she was.
cleric.
Oh, she was.
You saw proof of that. You helped assign her
Yeah.
cleric stuff that she then used
That's
to
right.
fight.
I did. She was a cleric stuff, but that's religious, so it's so weird. My magic's not exactly holy. My
Is it
magic's very much
unholy?
Yes, yes, it is.
Damn.
To a degree. It's shadow magic. It's not exactly positive.
Anyhow, yeah, I was making a pop culture reference.
Yes, I know. I know. I know what song you're referencing. Let's get out of here. Go to bed. Do whatever boat shit. Let's go.
Oh shit!
How do you feel now that you know that you're a Genasi, partly?
Yeah.
I feel like an elf with vine wings on a boat. Stick.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Actually, we would have
You
saw
know
you
what? I'm
fight.
actually feeling really sick today. So I'm gonna go lay down.
Brooke, I have sent you the relevant information that would have been written much
Okay.
longer, much better, and it's a long history book, but that's
Right.
base what you need to know what's in there.
We would have saw
Okay.
Brooke or Fandler fight a Genasi, right?
Yes.
So I would at some point, you go lay down, but I'm coming back. I have a point to make about that.
They
Yes,
lay down and they just start reading their book again.
Cool. They'll come back like a day later, be like, I just put two and two together. Hold on, 1 second. Baylor, I wish to talk to you
I've
again.
connected the dots. You ain't connected shit. I connected.
Yes, you did.
Oh my god. Wait, I just realized.
I ain't connected shit.
So, Fandler, are you sure you, don't have any connection to Genasis or a family, doesn't? Considering in the dreams that we had, you did fight one. A Earth Genasi, I believe it was? What significance did they have to you?
Hold on. No, I don't need to ask. I'm old as shit, so I'm pretty sure I would have met Genasis along the way.
Thank you for the hydrate. And yes, but we all fought someone that was important or that could have affected us in some way. I fought two of my best friends. Mooney fought her mother. Tempest fought us. So
They look like they're trying to think back. Oh, you know what? The old man memory's kicking in. I don't really recall an Earth Genasi.
do I believe that?
Roll me another insight. This is a different conversation, a different
Fuck's
thing.
sake! No,
You believe
I
it
too, you
wholeheartedly.
know. Fair enough. Well, if you do remember,
Sorry, yeah.
I would be curious to know. Just because it is more of my family's history, and even if it's not exactly relevant to 2,000 years in the future, I'm still curious and would like to know. But I
I
believe you.
will try to keep you updated if I remember an Earth Genasi.
Please do. Enjoy your reading. And, leave Fandler to be, since Devana suddenly has shit insight. I rolled one natural 20. It's as good as it
Suddenly?
gets. Hey,
Suddenly?
hey! Shut up! Don't look at the natural 20. That's followed by a 13, 6, 8, and 5. It was 16. That one wasn't that bad. Continue to boat shit.
Alright. So, after your various conversations, Devana's various readings, Fandler reads his history book, and you guys reach the mainland.
Hello? Is my mic working? Hello?
Now
is
it
now.
is.
I haven't heard
Oh.
you until you said, "Is my mic working?" for a while.
Oh,
Yep, yeah.
yeah, I want to talk to somebody.
Who do you want to talk to?
I want to talk to Jinko.
Oh,
Can we
Really
get some
gross.
popcorn? I want to look at this.
Calm down.
you can easily enough find Jinko to talk to him.
Alright. You know what? I just realized also that I've been reading those fan fiction books. But there's
you
no
wanna
private
say-
rooms, so I've
okay.
been reading them out in the open.
Yeah, so if you want to say you've been reading them, I will note Pratt did write one of them. The Captain Ayn did write one of them. However, hers was not a self-insert and was rather a fanfic between you and Nev.
Oh.
And you have not found one written by the other half orc that is on the ship. You don't know if it just wasn't in the group given to you or if she hasn't written one.
Shit, god damn it. Now I gotta talk to I wanna talk to all of them. Okay, that's second.
You have
Not
2 weeks on the water. You could have found time to talk to all of them.
Okay. But first Jinko. Because I've read 2 of his books at this point, right?
You've only read one of his.
1, okay. 1. Okay. I'm gonna awkwardly just saunter over to this poor man.
Roll me a performance check for sauntering.
Oh my god!
Advantage
Yes.
because it's Mooney,
Full of myself,
and the
You-
Sims
please.
don't really care.
I
you
love this.
can't fail this. I just want to see if it's like really awkward looking or if it's a genuine saunter.
For the onlookers that
That's
aren't
fast.
just entranced by Mooney being Mooney.
It's not, like you're not turning heads with your saunter, but it's not embarrassing. So you're good.
Alright. I mean, it wasn't meant to turn heads. It was just meant to just, like, be... I'm walking up to the guy, okay? There's nothing's going on. Calm down.
Yeah.
I just walk up to him and I'm like, hello? Slightly tap his shoulder.
He
Lovely weather. we're
very
having.
clearly blushes and
Hello.
like stare. Hello.
Hello. I am Mooney, but you already know that.
I love this awkward interaction between a fan and a
Yeah.
superstar, essentially.
Yeah.
Usually the fan is the one that's awkward though.
I know, but
The-
Mooney didn't expect
That's
Uh,
why I
this
want my
superstar.
popcorn. I
Jinko
figured
kinda
this was gonna
goes-
happen. I love it.
Yeah, I realized you look a lot like your statue. They made that pretty well.
Surprising. Honestly, I very, yeah. Anyways, I've read your book.
Blushes
Um,
harder.
It. She puts her hand on his shoulder. It's okay. It's all right.
Are any of you on the deck watching this?
Yes.
Please? Please?
Roll
Depends on-
me a perception.
No, I want to see it. I don't
Is
want
my
to roll.
natural perception not good enough?
You guys will see that this is happening, and you'll get a general sense. It's just like if
Thank you so much,
get
Bill. Have a
anything
good
else.
night.
I guess you could roll me perception or insight. You have to keep the 5, but I think your insight's better, Sam. If you want to have the insight roll you for like what is it, a 9 if you had used insight.
My insight's a +4.
My insight is
So-
also better. Could I add 3 to that
Yes.
It's
roll?
a 9.
If your insight is a 6.
I still don't think I see it.
No, I mean, you still see this conversation. Like you're
Okay.
with your passives. This isn't very hidden. Mooney sauntered over, just on the deck, so you guys see this. It's just how much of like
We hear.
what this person's reaction is
Oh, okay.
out of it. But Mooney, you are very they are like they have no response. They are bright red in the face.
It's okay. Look, I understand. It was a very passionate story. I will tell you that. I am very gutted. And I'm sure you didn't expect the topic of this story to appear in front of you. I'm sorry. Doing this out in the open. Oh my god.
Very inconsiderate of you.
It is. I know, right? I'm sorry. Regardless, I'm flattered. Thank you for writing or for thinking of me. If it was in a way.
I love this. Look, I fully expected
just
you to
gonna
give pointers. I'm
I'm
like,
just gonna
actually,
give
I
him-
would do this, that, and the other.
I'm just gonna give him an awkward hug because I just don't know what to say.
Oh god.
It's okay. You know what I didn't expect when I read
Has a
that?
face of
was for you-
slight horror when you hug him.
I love that you keep
I
saying
just-
it's okay. Like,
When-
were they traumatized in what they wrote? Like, what happened?
When you wander away, that sailor spends the rest of like the next 2 days not doing as great a job. They are very distracted, head in the clouds.
God damn it, Mooney.
I'm sorry, I didn't even get to finish this one.
Sailor just looks slightly horrified and scarred as you hug him and then walk away.
Well, I wasn't gonna
Devon is taking notes.
away.
This is what you
That's
do, right?
awful.
Sorry, I
This
didn't
is
realize
how
you
it-
had something else after the hug.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyways,
oh
to continue what I was gonna say is that when I read the book or story, whatever it is to you, when I read it, I didn't expect you to be a fellow sailor, so that is a very pleasant. I don't know if it is pleasant. It was a surprise, but it's cool. But also, how old are you?
I mean, they're on the sea. They're of age. They're like 20 something,
oh my god,
23, 24.
you're older than me. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess technically not anymore. But you were. Not, I guess.
Look,
It's weird.
so confused.
Just thank
I
you
would be too.
for thinking of me.
Fuck away.
Please
Also,
use
Damn
those
there.
guns for something else.
not a part of this conversation necessarily, but I'm gonna say that 23 is good enough. It carries over. You do notice that the next couple of nights, Ginkgo here is working on another story of some sort in their spare time.
Oh my god.
Great. The whole
Now there's a
time
part
after
two.
this hug that you're talking, the whole time you're talking, Famler is just over there by Devana going, just walk away. Walk away. Oh no.
People to
So,
talk to. Oh
Judging
my god.
by your reaction, I shouldn't do that when somebody admires me.
It's it's
Pay for your high insight.
There's just
you
a
know,
different
when
way.
a guy is interested, when a guy is interested in you, to the point that he's writing something like what he wrote for Rooney, don't bring up the topic to the fan, okay? If you ever have fans, because, and can I point out what I saw to Devana? Because that happens.
You can roll a sleight of hand to see if you can do it subtly enough
Oh.
that other crewmates don't notice you doing
No,
this.
I don't want to embarrass the dude. I don't want to embarrass. No.
And I would say you probably can't.
Oh.
I'll explain it later. You're. Oh.
Yeah, you don't need to embarrass this dude. I'm already got that covered. Just out in the open, just talking to him and just full on just hug.
But how do we know that Mooney doesn't also have feelings for the person, and that's why they're doing this? Well, she. Would that be an appropriate action then?
Would my insight be able to tell that she seems pretty
You
awkward?
could probably, I mean, even Sam, you could probably hear half of the conversation at least.
Why did my computer turn off? What the fuck?
What?
I
My
don't know why.
computer turned off.
That's
You're
okay.
still here.
That's 'cause
Well, I'm
she's
on my
probably
phone.
Discord on her phone.
Oh.
Have you, Brooke?
Okay, I fixed it.
Brooke?
Yeah?
Is
Uh-huh.
your computer charged?
Yes, it is currently at a 100% and plugged into my charger.
Oh.
That doesn't
But I
sound
fixed
like
it. I turned it off and turned it back on again.
It's not Brooke we're playing with, guys.
It can't be.
Okay, what were you saying?
You can
So,
probably hear most of the conversation, so you can tell
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you later. I don't want to embarrass the poor boy.
Fair enough. Look, I am also equally as bad with conversation, so I just wish to know what the right and wrongs are if you have any pointers. Last few times I've tried to talk with somebody, just in general, they've not gone very well, so.
Oh, what's up? Good night. Love you. Alright,
Yeah. Well,
sorry, I'm back. Yeah,
Mooney?
sorry, Mooney, continue.
oh no, that was it. That was all I
Okay.
had to say to Jinka. Well, that was something.
Okay,
One
Up.
down, I guess. Jesus.
You gonna
Whenever-
talk to Pratt and Ann?
Huh?
You gonna actually still talk to the other two after that one?
Yes, Moody's still gonna talk.
I would also still like to see this.
Yes, can we just. This is a lesson on how to interact from
Not
Bandler
in
to
the same
Devon.
day. I was gonna stagger.
Oh, it's fine. No, yeah. This is different
Just
days
a
of
3-in-1
learning.
combo that same day.
Just everyone.
You-
We're not gonna get as far
But
if we
Hey,
do
Don't,
that.
make
because I
you-
think our crew would be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said I'm gonna
Mooney-
stagger it. I'm not gonna do.
Money, how tall are you?
Oh no.
I think. 6'3" or something. Where did I?
6'2".
6'2". Okay.
Okay. So when you go to talk to Pratt, now
Yeah.
the other half orc, similarly sized.
Mhm.
Pratt is 5'6".
Oh. Oh my god.
You tower over this man.
Okay, so I think that might just be.
You know, he wrote a self-insert. He's probably into it. Never mind.
Brooke,
Oh wait. Oh, he did. He was one
Yeah.
of them that did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is
None of-
Pratt the one that that Mooney was just talking to?
No, Mooney was just talking. So, Jinko was the one whose self-insert
Okay,
you
yeah.
read in the library. Pratt also wrote a self-insert which was included in the box of
Right.
stories that Mooney got. Ian, the captain, also wrote a smut book, but this one was about Dev and Mooney, so it wasn't
Uh-huh.
self-insert.
Why is it all smut?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Because
they're
Mooney
weird.
was seen reading smut, so they assumed it was something that she was into.
You know what they
That's so
say about
funny.
assuming.
She openly walked and sat down and then sat and read a smut book in the library in front of the fan club. So they went, let's give her some works the rest of us have done since she seemed to enjoy the last one.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank them for their very considerate.
But that's what she got, is because that's what they saw
That
her
fucking
reading and seeming to
library.
enjoy.
The next time we come back is going to be so full of smut. It's not even funny. What have you
Yeah.
done to the town? What have you done?
It's the town of people. What? Anyways, oh my god.
That night, when we're all sitting together and not anywhere near the crew, I will fill in the others on what they missed. I'm really hoping that what I saw was actually just like a coin pouch that appeared in his pocket. I really don't think it was.
Oh!
No.
Oh.
God. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I'm really hoping he just magicked a coin pouch.
Oh. That.
So,
Nevada will actually
reference.
like be giggling about that one.
You know what? He is a healthy young man. Okay, he could. He'll deal with that himself.
The object of his self-written smut walked up to him and began discussing it with him.
Yeah.
And hugged
so,
him afterward.
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
So, Giovanna, you were asking what I was so
Yes.
not appalled. What I was, the way I reacted.
Mhm.
You have fans and they write a self-insert version about you. You don't discuss it with them in front of their crewmates who were probably going to give them so much shit for it if they had noticed.
You know, that's fair.
That is disgusting.
But again, we know that Mooney doesn't have feelings, right? So that was completely that's
Well, we don't know for sure, but like,
okay.
So,
You know, the
unless you
conversation
intend-
wasn't spurred by Mooney having feelings.
So
right.
I asked
So if you
again.
have any intentions on causing those reactions, don't do it in public. And if you don't have intentions for causing those reactions, don't do it. Please. Poor boy.
Stupid. Okay, leave her alone.
No. I will
She's
keep that
dumb.
noted.
Anyhow,
Anyways, on to
time for bed.
Pratt. Let's go.
So you
Pratt.
head to
Self-insert.
poor
Yay.
short Pratt.
At this one, I'm just gonna walk up and just a heavy hand on his shoulder. Pratt, I need to speak with you, my man.
Oh, I think this is how their smut started. I'm just like,
Dude, no, Pratt didn't write a self-insert. Pratt wrote.
It's still
a
smut.
Mooney X
No,
them.
Pratt wrote a self-insert.
yeah. So this is how their
Wait,
dream
look, no.
starts. You know, I need to talk to you. Let's go somewhere private. Just say it.
What?
Mooney
Oh,
just
uh,
decided the first words of the story within my Pratt, performing the similar action.
Wait, I'm rolling another.
Oh my god.
Why do you want to see if this man gets a boner? And his boner is
Oh my god.
Bandler, why are you?
Right.
Yeah, I just realized, Bandler, why are you rolling to see if there's boners popping out? This is weird.
But
No, I'm
with-
seeing their reaction.
but,
I mean,
Mooney,
yeah.
you can. He seems to pale a little and says, "What do you wish to talk about?"
Um. Thank you. just,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
Are we all just witnessing this awkward ass?
Please.
Am I the only
Please.
one that rolled any sort of insight?
I want us to all watch this and just be in awe. I mean, I was
Just
pretty
be in
bad,
awe.
but
I
this?
thought I was awkward.
Yeah.
Damn.
Was it one of them was a definite? Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Huh.
Are
You know
you
what?
saying
Oh.
anything else after saying thank you?
Oh, no. I was just like, anyways, go King. You know, have your fantasies. Anyways,
Are you supporting their fantasies of you? What is
not.
happening?
I'm not saying that in character. I'm saying out of character, but like out of character,
Uh-huh.
I mean, go King. You know, you do
Uh-huh.
you live your truth.
But after thank you in character, you say anything else, or are you just moving on?
Oh no, yeah. I say. I'm gonna repeat. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna repeat what I said to Jinko. Just I read your story.
You have
Thank
the
you.
grandfather of the group looking on in horror.
I'm going
Did
to
I-
like
Having me
turn
in
to
your
the other two
thoughts.
that are with me like, should we do something to stop Mooney? Like, if Mooney continues
Yes.
to do this, should we stop? Like,
We're not gonna have a crew at the end of this. What the fuck?
so we should stop them, right? Her, right? Like, this is what we should do. Like, do we create
It's like a-
emergency? Do we
It's
die?
like a carriage crash. I can't look away.
Anyways, keep on. Just thank you for having me in your thoughts.
You want a finger gun away too?
That was a colorful story. Yeah, it was a colorful story.
Uh-huh.
I
I like to think these pauses are happening in person. Like that is Canon Mooney's reaction.
Pause. I am
That
gonna be
is-
like, okay, we need to stop this. Hey, Mooney, I found something in this book you might want to look at. Actually,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's something about Nev.
Oh, I'll talk to you later, Brett.
Oh.
You see, like, Brooke, when you call that, you see, like, a head pop up and a swivel of the captain for a second before she, like, ducks back
I
down
don't
to
know
what
what
she
the
was
captain
doing.
wrote. I don't
You
know what the
don't?
captain wrote. I didn't say
But
that.
you see that, and Moody sees that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Captain, and I'm talking to you later too.
No!
You just had her ship confirmed.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
Imagine if she sees what.
Wait, also,
letter
who was
that's in
Trish?
my
I forgot who Trish was.
Forgot
Oh,
what?
Trish was one of the. Trish
Trish
was
was-
one of the people at with
Triss was the daughter of the woman you hired to be your maid.
Yeah,
She was
the
a
child.
kid.
Oh right.
The maid you
Oh.
never paid.
Well,
We basically gave them a castle, but oh, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When Mooney gets over there, I'm just gonna be like, "You did it again." But seriously, actually, Neb is in this book. Was a general for the Tanzic empire thingy in the war.
No way.
uh,
Give me-
huh.
I'm taking the book.
I
It's okay.
mean, I guess
Not mention the.
if
Poor
things
Pratt.
about Nev
Oh.
interest you, Mooney,
Huh?
I want
Oh,
this
did I?
back, but
Oh yeah.
here's
Oh right,
the
I
book
did.
that
I did
also...
mispronounce it. Sorry. I should have said the Tempest Empire.
Tempest Empire?
Uh-huh.
What?
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 Oh yeah, by the
What?
way, Tempest. That Tanzik area rose into the Tempest Empire.
He's just gonna start cackling. That damn brat.
No.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, what?
I
Really had a village. Tempest gets an empire.
Yeah, goddamn. You know what? I'm doing my little
Damn.
village.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
before we were in the cells together. There was I lived in a village, and he was one of the kids that I would tell stories to, and he'd pester me quite often.
No.
I didn't
Oh, who was?
expect him to.
Well,
Empire, huh?
looks like Devana, you're the only one without a place having ever been named after you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Well,
sure
I
you
was gonna,
have
like-
places in people's hearts.
Those people are dead.
Yeah, dead people. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna like trying to process whether she should be insulted by her grandfather's words or not.
No, it's fine. No, we're
But
gonna find
Tempest,
your place. Like,
I,
two places have just popped up. We're gonna find your place. No?
I mean, maybe, but maybe.
No maybes. I have faith in you.
I appreciate that.
You
though,
left a
Tempest.
mark on the world, I'm sure.
I don't think
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be a good one. If I'm being honest.
Nah, you go, Queen. Nah. You go, slay. You know? Just.
I killed people and was wanted and kicked out of the only village that I ever lived in. My friend
And
tried
who
to
here
turn me
hasn't
in.
killed people?
The other person that the only
Who
other
here
person
hasn't
is
killed
dead.
people?
I don't think I have anywhere that would have made an empire for me or a village. I didn't make that
going-
much of an impact.
I'm going to sling my arm over Devana's shoulders. You don't need any place like that.
She's
Thinks
definitely
a
going to
couple
be
times and just laughs.
she's going to be red. but
Well,
kind of laugh.
Moose, good job.
I kind of laughed to
Yeah.
herself. I guess that's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah. I
Close
don't know
move,
if
good.
having a place named after you is all that good. No, with
You have full on
To be
fan
fair,
club.
I don't
know,
think
you-
I
yeah,
exactly
thank
want
you.
smut being written of me, so you have a point. Does
Yeah,
that mean there's smut written of
weird.
Tempest in his empire?
oh, I never want to.
Uh,
That's not. I don't want to think of that. That's
I'm sure there are some
Genuinely
people who
disgusting.
had those
Wait,
fantasies.
is there smut of
Some-
Vandler back in
Shut up. No.
oh.
Let me tell you, that one dude that was just so interested in the wings. My money's on him if there's any.
Oh gosh. You know, I think yeah, I'm starting to agree with Tempest. I'm glad I don't have a place.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
No,
I'm
I'm
okay
scared
with
at the
it, though.
DM's silence.
Yeah, no, the DM's writing where smut is for us, and I don't know.
I'm glad none of you heard that.
What?
He said.
What did he say?
What?
What did he say, Tim? No,
So who
Izzy,
said that
what?
they're-
What did Thurl say?
No, not Thurl. Me.
What
What'd
wait,
you
I didn't say anything.
what
I
did you
wrote it.
say? Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what you wrote.
No, what did you say, Tempest? I don't
Well,
think it
we
picked it up.
didn't hear it.
What?
No, please. Please, we were all talking. I want to know what you said.
I think I heard it.
Like,
I don't know.
Oh, loading what
Your memory's
what'd they
bad.
say?
My
Oh
memory's
my
bad.
god, you
okay?
goldfish!
What? You act like you're not one either.
We're all goldfish is
Okay,
the
well-
problem. I think we'll just we'll never know what Tempest said.
Yeah.
This
So,
is sad.
I will rewatch this stream. Anyhow,
I don't think you'll be able to hear it
As-
over all of us. There's...
as the sailing. Oh well, there is one more talk. Are you having a conversation with the ship captain Moody before we land
Yeah.
ashore?
Yeah. She's the one that I want to have.
Oh,
Yes.
but I thought we were gonna try to
I
stop
wanna have
that.
a
Wait,
serious-
are you sure
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
you're
do
gonna-
this,
No,
Moody?
no, no,
try
no.
to stop that.
I have something I want to add on if this conversation takes place. Go for it. Go for it.
Alright. I
You-
forgot her name. Which one was
Yeah, I'll sit
Ian.
back and
Aim.
watch.
A-
it? Ian? Like
Aim.
Ayan.
Like aim,
AI.
but aim.
Yeah,
Ain. Alright. I'm just gonna call her Captain, okay? The name's hard.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Yes, Captain. And I was about to say something so bad.
Okay.
Anyways. To add context is would have been really bad. Anyways. I walk up to her, I'm just like, hey Captain. What's up?
Yeah.
Nev and her captain. That's so funny. She just casually walk up to her like, what's up?
She is confused as to why you're approaching her, but says, hello, is there something miss on the ship?
The ship, I just wanted to talk to you about the story that you wrote with me and Nev.
She kind of immediately blushes and like glances around to see if anybody is watching and shoots some daggers in Fandler's direction before turning back to you and says, what did you wish to talk about it?
To be honest, at the captain's reaction, this time Moody genuinely just does smile because it's funny to her.
Oh.
How, like... Anyways.
Nope.
You know, it was an interesting story. I'm going to be honest. I've never. I've read the stories that
Gotta go real
involve
quick, but I will be sending saying it's-
myself
Okay.
and the author, but I didn't think there would be a story about me and Nev.
If you're interested in stories with you and other people, I have another one.
Oh. What?
Oh, you do? Who?
It's the whole party.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Like one book
You know,
for all
I
of
think
us,
this-
or one book for each of us?
oh my god, it's gonna be freaking orgies.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god. You know, I think I'll just stick to that one. You know,
And it's as awful as you think because she does not know Fandler.
No, no.
yeah, I don't want to. Honest, part of me wants to, but also I don't want to. You know what? My curiosity is going to kill me. You know what? I'm gonna say sure.
No, no.
She like
Very-
rushes over because you're like on the deck. She like rushes into her room real quick and comes back out and hands you like what is a mostly loose pile of papers, but it's kind of fashioned together that has obviously been written during this journey. And it's about
Oh,
15 pages long.
oh,
Oh, no.
it's not long. Okay. She's gonna just like lightly skim through it, not even really reading it, just more like counting the papers. Just be like, okay.
No.
Well, regardless, just thank you for having me in your thoughts. I enjoyed
Oh,
the story.
no.
You are a good writer. Thank you. You know, Nev and I didn't really have any romantic ties. She was a very nice woman, though. I liked her very much. But anyways, thank you. That's all.
While we were away. Oh, gosh. Oh,
You know what?
no.
You-
No, you guys guys were up to while you were passing time in an abandoned temple? It was 2 hours.
It's only 15 pages.
They
Wait,
don't
wait,
know
hold
it's
on,
2
wait.
hours. They think it was fucking years, I guess. They don't know how long it was.
Uh,
Oh, okay. I guess then
the
Mooney just
cat.
turns around at, huh?
Uh,
There you
would you hear Fandler doing that? I guess.
I mean,
Or you?
yeah, yeah. Fandler has an
Oh
arm
yeah,
over my
yeah,
shoulder,
yeah.
so
You're
it's
right.
like it's.
The captain is going to seem very interested and say, "I'd love to hear any stories you've got." She like waves an arm towards her room. I've got a table if you want to come sit down.
She looks over at Fandler because I know they say because of what they say, and then back at the captains and just sure. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, wait, adorable. What? Hold on. Adorable stories? Oh,
Are,
I'm
just-
curious.
are you when she says this and follows the captain in, are you following them to sit down, listen to the story, and have a conversation, or is Fandler just going off with the captain on their own?
No, I'm going with Fandler and the captain because now I'm curious. What
Alright.
adorable stories are there?
So the
Curiosity is
three
gonna
of
kill
you
you.
will go into the captain's room, share stories and stuff. Fandler could type it out, but I'm gonna move on a little bit because it's getting late and I want to finish up
Yeah.
what we're doing for today.
They're good.
But you guys can have that conversation and Fandler type out what story you're gonna tell and stuff. But as your sailing eventually comes to an end, and a couple more stories appear in different people's bags and on your beds overnight, as Mooney has now basically lit a fire under their fanfic writers by telling them they enjoyed the stories.
Yeah. Three new flames of both a self-insert. Wasn't it like a where there's 2 self-inserts?
Yes, there
There's
was.
two self
Yeah,
inserts
so
in one.
There's
They're
there's
cool.
many different stories. There are many self-inserts, a couple of stories with Mooney and somebody else. 2 or 3 of those stories are Nev. Some of them aren't related to Nev. You now have one where it's the entire party all doing stuff. You actually get a second one of that nature near the end of the trip, also from the captain.
Oh, of course. Of the trip and what we've been doing. But there's the captain's. The captain has issues.
But you guys reach shore. You pull up to the dock and you step out to immediately find a couple of guards running up it.
Oh, this is promising.
And they're going to stop you and say, you cannot access the Tempest Empire unless you have your papers. Do any of you have papers?
What type of papers?
Yeah, what type of papers? I have plenty of papers right here. If they want to take a look. at
No,
them.
do not show them a smut for fuck's
Proper
sake.
Yeah, I'll just-
identification and clearance to enter our land. We have been having problems with spies recently, and so unless you can prove you're either part of the guild or that you are a citizen of the empire, you cannot enter.
What if I'm like, I'm Tempest. I'm the Tempest, the one that's named after.
Kind of looks at you and laughs and says, "It's just a name. We've had other tempests."
How do we get
I
fucking
don't-
paper?
I doubt that the other Tempest defended the village from bandits, which ended in me being captured and then
He-
being whisked away by gods. And
Doesn't seem to ring any bells. He's just looking at you like you're a crazy man now.
Hmm.
Is there a way we can
Oh,
get
no.
papers?
Well, you look like adventurers. You could join the guild.
what exactly does the guild do?
What does it entail in joining?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
the guild assigns quests to adventurers. You make
Oh.
money for jobs done, you do jobs, and while you're on jobs, you sometimes don't need the same identifications papers you would otherwise, and working through a guild allows you within the borders and to talk to officials and prove yourself to the Empire of Tempest to eventually get identification papers as just a citizen.
No.
But the guild itself is just a place for adventurers to have one source of jobs and funding.
Oh, so what we've been doing the whole time, but with more steps.
Basically.
Well, if you're not backed by the guild, we aren't sure that we can trust you. And if we can't trust you, we don't allow you access to our lands. And there are certain jobs that are only entrusted to the guild and members of the guild.
I mean, unless we feel like going back overseas for another 2 weeks, we have to get in, don't we? And I'm kind of saying this more to the group.
I,
I think so.
I don't
He
think I
says,
need the whole
if
match.
you need to get in, getting into the guild isn't so hard. You just have to do an entry job with an administrator who confirms that you've managed to accomplish this. Give your names, sign a card, and then you will be permitted as part of the guild after 1 or 2 days to check everything, during which we will provide lodging. You will not be allowed to leave that lodging, but you will be safe within it, and then you will have access to the Tempest Empire.
Sounds easily done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that's the only way we can really gain entries other than doing, I don't know, paperwork stuff.
yeah.
Well, if you are interested in joining the guild, we have a couple of jobs that would be available to F-ranking members such as yourselves.
And
The
what
sailing
the-
crew is still kind of waiting for you guys to do this, but the sailing crew, A, has their own papers, and B, has no intention of joining the guild, so they would
Yeah.
not be a part of this job.
Makes sense.
If only Tenzek was alive now.
yeah.
This would be so much easier.
So the sailing crew is waiting for you to tell them they're good to go, but if you guys need them to take you back, they'll take you back. The guard in front of you will tell you that there is a couple of different jobs available. You guys can go on a fishing job, which isn't so much work as it is just, it's busy work, just proving you're willing to work and provide for the guild. There's a job to go clear out a nearby factory that's been having a lot of rodent issues.
That sounds
There
fun.
is a bridge builder that needs some help being escorted to back to his home and maybe protection while building the bridge. And there's a job about people going missing in a brothel sort of nearby.
What?
This sounds oddly familiar.
There's the
Well,
brothel.
And he
the-
says these jobs are just generally available. You can take one or many of them. I will find an administrator who will go with you, and they cannot help or actively participate in the quest itself, but they will, if you need saving, they will attempt to save you. However, that will void this quest as your entry into the guild. So think it over. I'm going to go find an administrator and somebody who has the right paperwork. And then he leaves 2 or 3 guards who are just kind of watching you a few ways back, and then he walks up the dock and towards a building off in the distance.
Well,
So, join? Is that the collective? We
yeah.
I mean, I
I
guess
Kinda
why
wanna
not?
see what was made.
yeah. Then which
It doesn't
one?
seem like it would
Officially
hinder us
in
in
my
any way.
name.
Yeah.
It's a shame I didn't get any nice letters saying if you see it, someone with my description.
Well, perhaps just
Well,
a slowly.
it,
I don't know what
it's
you
a
would call
lot
them,
easier to
nose.
do on a single town than across an empire. You don't know that there's nothing giving you recognition, but on the outskirts in what used to be the Elven Kingdom, it's hard to be recognized as just a person coming off of a ship.
Hmm. So you might have still got something. We just might need to go a little bit further inland.
Yeah, but I wish it would happen now because this is kind of a pain in the ass.
I can agree. But as far as jobs go, do we want to go for the easy, more boring one of just fishing, or are we down to try to fight some, what was it, rodents, or help somebody escort them to build a
Missing
bridge?
people sound much more interesting and worth our time.
Yeah, I can agree with that. There's plenty of people that can help someone try. Are you okay there,
Oh
Mooney?
my god.
The fuck did you just send Mooney? Thank you, Five, for the self-care. Mooney, will you be okay?
Please, yeah. Hold on, wait. I want
I don't like that Mooney's giggling while sending this. What?
Sam, it's in Discord. You don't have mute VC open, which is why you also menaced the thing I wrote.
Yeah, I did. Wait, hold on. What's happening? You said there's no smut of divine. What? Hey! What? Chandler seems scared of again? That's what he said. What did he send Mooney? What is happening? Hold on. Well, this is about to leave. Gonna tell them goodbye. Pull the captain aside. Just let her know for future reference. Fandler and Devon are related. I'm saving that talk for whenever they're leaving. Who says that she's not into that? Excuse you.
No, keep reading.
Excuse you. She looks so
Keep
apologetic,
reading.
but then also gets a different look on her face. Mooney. Oh no. Says that Mooney might be right. Who might not be? Devana?
Look, they're fan fiction writers, okay? They're at another level.
I'm gonna go back and bite a bitch. Not kill this.
No,
Don't you be. Don't you be bite. No. Don't you be
So I'm-
assuming
I'm
that's
not
not
supposed to
okay.
get so distracted. What job are you guys feeling?
That's what we're trying to fucking figure out. We're gonna do the missing persons
Which
one
job?
most likely.
Alright.
Because there's plenty of other people to do those simpler jobs of escorting others.
Well, they're all F ranked, so they're all expected to be the same difficulty / picked up as quickly.
Yes,
Okay.
but the missing people seems more important.
Yeah, wait, but who's going missing? The patrons or the actual workers?
I guess we'll find
The
out
workers.
more.
The
Workers.
workers?
Sex
Mhm.
workers.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Don't mess with my baby. I mean,
What?
that's not what I meant to say.
Your
Wait,
babies?
Say minutes.
Or do you
Yeah,
own
that
a
is not
brothel
what
we
I
don't
meant to
know
say.
about?
I meant to say don't mess with my bitches. I don't own
Either
a
way,
brothel,
I
but
don't think it's better. I think you
I've
should just
been
stop
to
talking.
many. I've met many workers, and I should say they are.
You've been to many, is what you first said. So
Yes, I've been to many, and I've met many workers, and
I
say
swear,
they're
Stars, if we go
kind.
to a brothel and find a black dragonborn that has a thing for small, short people, is there a pond named Lake nearby?
Yes.
Those who know the main campaign of my campaign that I run will get that reference.
Sam, I asked people for starter quests, and we know which one, what your starter quest was. So
Yeah. Well. Alright then. Well, let's, we'll do that
Yeah.
one then. So, as long as everyone's agreeing, Fandler, I assume you'll be
Yes.
messaging it.
I am 100% on board. How dare you?
It's an ocean
Whatever.
named sea.
I will not tolerate Whatever's happening.
You forgot to turn
Anyways.
sound alerts off. No, I turned them on for a reason. No one's been spamming them, so we're fine.
Mhm.
Find the missing people. All right. I think it's a
Yes.
unanimous vote.
So
Thank you, guy.
eventually, the guard comes back along with two other people. One of them is a tall elven man who looks kind of older. He's probably in his 400 to 500s. And the other is a human who looks like he's about 40. And the human's carrying with him a stack of papers, which he sticks before you and says, "If you wish to join the guild, please fill these out." And then he
Oh
just
my
kind of
God.
wanders over back to where the rest of the guards are, and the other guy just kind of politely waves at them and says, "We can discuss the job when you've properly filled your papers."
Oh,
Very
so what
well.
me?
Thank you, Lucky, for the self-care. And I
I have
guess we'll...
what some might call chicken scratch writing.
I was gonna say, yeah. Do we see everybody's handwriting here? Oh, what does Fandler's
Mm.
handwriting look like? I imagine Devana's is probably decent handwriting. I fucking hope so.
I can
Tempest
read,
has-
but that doesn't mean I can write.
Everybody roll performance.
Tempest has chicken scratch.
Oh, Tempest does have chicken scratch.
Apparently, all of us
You were
do.
saying,
Shit.
Devana?
Yeah.
Cool. Glad to
Okay.
know we all have chicken scratch for.
Brooke, I'll roll for you. Is that okay?
Please let the old man not have chicken scratch. I swear to God.
All of our handwriting looks like a 6-year-old drew it. Did it? Do we have Oh, Fandler's okay.
As long as it's legible, it should be fine. But
Yes,
just
10 minutes. Good night, Lucky. Thank you so much for lurking.
So, you guys fill out the paper. It asks things like name, date of birth. For whatever reason, you'll notice it doesn't have a year next to date of birth, which is really lucky for you people.
Oh gosh, they wouldn't believe us.
Yeah,
I'm going to put.
you probably
I'm going to
would
put the
have.
year when I'm writing. I'm just going to kind of.
No,
You're definitely gonna
no.
get some weird looks. They'll still accept you because I mean, adventure is adventure, even if you are insane. But they're definitely giving you some looks. It has things like skill set, and it doesn't list, like sorcerer or fighter or whatever, like like the classes, but it lists magic, it's blade, archer, that type of thing, scout, etc. And so, those of you who focus on magic would choose that you are a mage of some sort. Those of you who use fighting would just choose that you are a fighter.
Can I say, since my handwriting is so bad to read, can it be canonically like doctor's handwriting? Like, just
They will make you rewrite these until they are legible.
okay.
these poor people are gonna waste so much paper.
He did bring a stack for a reason. He has encountered adventurers before.
Oh, okay.
the
Either way, I'm gonna apologize because I feel so bad.
But you guys eventually can fill out the pages and hand them back to the guy, who will look over them, give Tempest a glance, like shake his head, but still give you all the okay, and then signal to the elven gentleman and start walking back up towards the building you saw the guard first leave for. Good for you, Finn. The elder elven man says that he is the administrator for the guild here in the Tempest Empire, or at least he's the administrator of this area, and that depending on which job you guys pick, he will then take you to the location, watch how you guys handle it. He understands that some of these jobs are a little harder than others, and so it's not necessarily based on that you complete the job successfully, but more so that you see the job through to the end as best you can. And if he approves that you are hardworking adventurers, he will assign you a rank, at which point you will be inducted into the guild after your paper's been processed.
And what is his name?
His name is Thalin.
Excuse?
Oh,
The who's a what's it?
like Thalin, like fallen, but Thalin instead of
Is it F or T? I heard
Thalin.
TH.
fall.
There you go.
Fall.
I
I've
sent
fallen and I
the
can't get
spelling.
up.
Okay.
Alright.
But if you guys have chosen, then let me know. I will go get the paperwork, and we can begin on our journey.
We will do the missing persons one.
Nice. We've sent a different venturing party on that before, and they have not come back. So completing this job may give you a better rank than some of the others, but give me a moment.
No.
We will be traveling by land, so unless the crew back there is planning to join us as part of your party, you
We are the
should
only ones.
send them on their way.
We
Does
will.
your party have a title, or are you just a unknown group?
I'm gonna look
Uh,
between them. Do we have a title?
Could we
Do
decide on that
we?
later, or do we have to do that now?
You don't have to have a name yet. It's not something all new groups have. I was just curious if you had one.
Yeah, we don't have one right now.
That should be something we'll look into, I suppose.
He wanders off to acquire paperwork and transport. You guys wave the ship goodbye with the interaction between Fandler and the captain. And with that, we're going to end the session there to pick up
No.
as you guys begin your next quest. A familiar quest to some of you.
I don't want to stop.